Welcome to Superchat. If you have less than 10,000 subscribers, then you've come to the right place. We're going to introduce you to some of the most influential content creators that can help you to get your channel moving beyond your first 1,000 subscribers and 4,000 hours of watch time. The very first channel that we're looking at today is Dell. This is a creator who regularly comes into Superchat spreading all kinds of positivity, motivation, engagement in the chat, and is just a powerhouse of energy, as we've all seen. So I hope everybody will connect with them. They're obviously doing fantastic with over 6,200, almost 6,300 subscribers right now. Dell is in Australia, so their time zone is way off from us here on the eastern seaboard. So it is only occasionally that Dell's able to come in, but when he's here, he definitely makes up as much energy as anybody could for 4 streams a week, so I appreciate that greatly. Being in Australia, what he does is take us around and show us a lot of tourist attraction type really breathtaking views all over the place. And then we get a great look at the creator behind the channel as well. So I hope everybody will connect with them. We'd love to push them up towards the 6,300 that they are thinking about right now. And thank you everybody for coming in. If anybody in the house is willing to swap playlists in the chat for the purpose of gaining watch hours, please just simply say, I am willing to swap playlists. In the chat, other creators should reach out to you, and if you see somebody say that and you're willing, please reach out to them. Everybody's free to make those arrangements individually and independently, of course. I've got a few names on the wheel already. Scratch and PPA, of course, is always in the pole position. He's one of the most supportive creators that I've met on all of YouTube. I see Garden State Gardener just came in. I missed their Sunday Fun Day last night. They had over 100 people in there, again, as they always do. Towels Art and Game is on the board with Mrs. VSNC09, The Stock Explorer, Sam's Vlogs, Trains and More, and Kristen Welton, my love, are both here as members and moderators. Jack Dawson has been a dear friend and a member for a long, long time. He dropped a super chat on us, so we're going to make that the first channel that we look at before we start spinning the wheel. And Four Corners Custom Products Mobile, Alabama did the same thing, so we will look at their channel right after Jack Dawson. The Essence of Sonia, it's great to see you here. She's been with Superchat from the very beginning, and I see we've got a couple of brand new channels in the chat. Trevine Brewer and Charlie Grace, good to see you here. Hopefully you're both feeling welcome. We have a lot of dynamic creators that will come through the chat today. Everybody will be willing to connect, so please don't be shy. You can reach out to anybody you'd like to in the chat, and if you take your time, meet people one by one and follow the instructions that you'll find in our video description, you'll find yourself with some new friends and family members for your channel in no time, if that's what you would like. Another of the most supportive creators that I have met on all of YouTube, I speak about Scratch and PPA and Michael's Adventures very often. These creators show generosity in ways that are far over and above the standard things that I typically talk about here on YouTube. They've both become great friends. They're incredible supporters, not just here in Superchat, but everywhere that they go. Michael's Adventures can't be with us every day, but always make sure to let everybody know that he's thinking about us when he's not here, and he's luckily able to be here for today. So hopefully everybody will connect with him, be inspired to teach. Hopefully you're feeling welcome. We have a lot of dynamic creators here, and everybody will be willing to connect, so please don't be shy. You can reach out to anybody you'd like to in the chat, and if you take your time, meet people one by one and follow the instructions that you'll find in our video description, you'll find yourself with some new friends and family members for your channel in no time, if that's what you would like. Nita VR Designs, good to see you back. Palettes, Pouts, Perfumes, and Panning was recently featured on Superchat, and they actually sent me a message on Instagram, but I'm going to address it here because it's a great thing to talk about for a quick second. Sparkle's Hope Chest is in the house. They happen to be a member, so I'll put them on the wheel right away. We always put the members on the wheel as soon as I see them in the chat. But everybody has the opportunity to be on the wheel and the screen. I'll describe how that works in another few moments. Yarn Barf, it's good to see you here. St. Clair's Republic, it's good to have you in the chat. Mo6510 Models was here early, and it's great to see you here. Mo6510 Models is well beyond 11,000 subscribers, and somebody who enjoys sharing knowledge and ideas when it comes to growth of YouTube videos and channels. So I hope everybody will connect with them as well. So what Palettes, Pouts, Perfumes, and Panning was talking about is the idea of making your subscriber numbers, like what we see here on Peter Dell, 6.28K subscribers, whether it's beneficial to make that public or private. So in my personal experience, and for those of you who are new, you won't know, a lot of people don't know, I actually run a few channels for other creators and consult for a few more, and have over my almost 5 years on YouTube. But I learn from creators of all sizes every single day. In my experience, when doing what we're doing here in Superchat and other places like this, meeting other creators for the purpose of supporting each other, I find that it's more beneficial to have the numbers public, because a lot of other creators will want to help you and be motivated to help you hit different milestones along the way. At least that's the way that I imagine the mentality behind it all. So I find that you move faster when the numbers are public. When they're private, people don't know how many subscribers you have. Of course, the thought is there are some people in the world who will not follow a channel with only a few hundred or a few thousand subscribers, but to be honest with you, they weren't going to be a fantastic supporter, and that's really what we need at this level anyway. So you have to make the right decision for yourself, but I thought I'd put that in perspective. It's a great subject for us to talk about here on Superchat, because I haven't mentioned it lately very often, so thank you for that. Palettes, Pouts, Perfumes, and Panning, like I said, was just featured. Today's featured channel, of course, is Peter Dell, and we feature a different channel almost every single day on Superchat based on impact and generosity that I see within the community. We do that across all of our social networks, including Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, Reddit, and on the thumbnails of our videos, as you have seen. Runaway Needle Red, good to see you here for the first time. Hopefully you're feeling welcome. We have a lot of dynamic creators here. Everybody's willing to connect, so please don't be shy. You can reach out to anybody you'd like to in the chat. If you take your time, meet people one by one, and follow the instructions that you'll find in our video description, you'll find yourself with some new friends and family members for your channel in no time, if that's what you would like. Vibes with the Thompson family, good to see you here. Laneka's Corner, thank you for coming back in. Hotaflex Living, it's great to see you as well. So, I'm going to show you a couple of things. The way that the wheel works, for anybody who hasn't heard the speech or been here before for that, I have a robot that's in the background almost all the time called Botissimo. And it's a paid service. I have an affiliate link in the description. It happens to be down today. So one of the things that I also recommend to a lot of creators is having more than one robot in the background of your live streams and premieres. And that can be Streamlabs, Stream Elements, Nightbot, or Botissimo. Botissimo does an incredible job with statistics, so it's able to keep track for me how active everybody is in the chat. When I need names for my wheel, we go through the list, add them in some kind of a sensible order, and then the wheel spins, it's random, and it adds a little bit of fun. Everybody has the chance to be on the wheel and the screen. It can take a very long time, but as long as you're meeting new friends in the chat, everybody will be just fine. So then, as well, today, because Botissimo is not working, the reason I put some focus on that is just to let you know this is the reason why I use so many robots. Because if one goes down, another one can take its place. Now, Streamlabs does a similar job of keeping track of how active everybody is in the chat. They have a ChatBot system, of course. We've seen it. Most of us have seen it somewhere or other. And then it does also a great job with the statistics if you turn it on. So it's called a loyalty system, and what it can do is add points to creators every 5 minutes, and that lets you keep some kind of a running total. So for today, when I need names for the wheel, I will come over to Streamlabs to see where we are. It's a little bit different than what we usually do. Now, if I've missed anything in the chat, like a question or a comment that you meant for me to see, just please mention it again with either 3 thumbs up or @mention Superchat Connect and Grow. That should help me see it a little bit easier. and I will get to it the next time around. And when we look for Jack Dawson, I'm going to put something in the chat for you to either copy and paste or type out if you need to. And most 6510 models, yes, makes a good point that software is definitely not perfect, and there are often a lot of problems. So you can help yourself by just being prepared for that. And like I said, by having the other robots already hooked up, ready to go, you can make a quick switch if you find that there's a problem right before your live stream, as I have done today. So we should be just about as settled as we usually are when Bottissimo is running, and I'm sure they'll have that going soon. Most online services have a status page online. I'm just going to show you this, and we'll go back to Jack Dawson. If I type in Bottissimo status, up will come their status page, and you will see that it's saying one or more services are degraded right now. The Facebook bot at 92%, which is not bad. The YouTube for 77, Trovo's at 99, which is not bad as well. But I'm not going to take the chance with that today. It was actually it was right offline before I came on today. But it's just something to notice. If you notice a problem with a website or an online service, you can either check for their own status, or you can go to a website called Down Detector, and they have different pages for different countries, but downdetector.com will let you know if things like Twitter, Facebook, YouTube, Amazon, and other things like that are having problems, so you know if it's you or them. And that can be really helpful when you're trying to figure out what is stressing you out with these online services. Will Spare Productions just walked in. They are a generous, loyal, and dedicated supporter and friend, and have been a gold member for a long time. We will see their link drop by Nightbot every 30 minutes or so. So we're looking at Jack Dawson, and I typed into the chat there, Jack Dawson MLB The Show. This is a gaming live streamer. He streams almost every single day. He plays a variety of different, very popular games, including Far Cry, Chris Tale, obviously Guardians of the Galaxy here now, and Call of Duty and things like that, Final Fantasy. So you can find Jack Dawson by using those search terms, and when we see a creator with such a popular name like this, Jack Dawson is one of the most popular names on the entire internet because of the lead character in the Titanic movie, of course. So we've got to do a little bit extra to find this creator, but as we search, find, and click on them hundreds of times, they will rise up the search results, and eventually YouTube will do a better job of predicting when we're looking for this particular Jack Dawson. Simply Quana, good to see you here. Yarnbarf, good to have you in the house. Hopefully I haven't missed anybody. I certainly don't mean to. As long as everybody's still active, we should get around to everybody. So Jack Dawson has 1,850 subscribers. I'm hoping we can push them a little bit farther. They're halfway to 1,900 right now. He will always say love, support, and respect is the key. That's what you'll find from him and his community. He's always allowing and encouraging everybody to connect in his live streams the same way that we do here. He happens to be a fantastic commentator who will keep up with the gameplay and his chat while he does his live streams almost every single day. So I hope everybody will check out Jack Dawson. Any Dronalist, good to see you in the house, and First Time Fishing Adventures, always good to have you in the chat. Four Corners Custom Products, Mobile, Alabama, is here and has dropped another super chat on us, as did Jack Dawson. Thank you both for that extra support to get us rolling today. Four Corners Custom Products, Mobile, Alabama, has 284 subscribers right now. I'm hoping we can push them a little bit farther towards the 300 they'll be thinking about. What they bring to us more than anything else is merchandise and the process of creating that merchandise, not just for themselves, but for other small businesses, YouTubers, and the like. So it's interesting. We get to see t-shirts, hats, mugs, plates, all kinds of different stuff made here. So we can definitely draw some education from this channel and possibly use it as a resource when you're considering that kind of monetization for yourself or your business when it comes to merchandise. So I hope everybody will support Four Corners Custom Products, Mobile, Alabama. God Soldiers, good to see you here. I know you were here earlier. Forgive me for not welcoming you. And then Four Corners Custom Products Mobile, Alabama has only been with Superchat for a few months, but what I noticed about this particular creator is that they were out supporting others like crazy every single day. Like, so when I'm out bouncing in between premieres and live streams myself, trying to support creators, I run into Four Corners Custom Products Mobile, Alabama regularly. So we've seen this kind of activity many times before. Wolf Spirit Productions is dropping a super chat in the stream for Sparkle's Hope Chest. Sparkle's Hope Chest is mom to Wolf Spirit Productions in real life, if you want to put it that way, even outside of YouTube. And it's wonderful to see these two creators supporting each other in this way, even though they are true family, actually, and I'm always happy to see that. So you see the message there, I love you to mom, and glad we get to spend the week together, which is great. We often see Wolf Spirit Productions and Sparkle's Hope Chest together. They've done some collaborations on their channel. We will look at both of their channels right now because Wolf Spirit Productions dropped another super chat there, and we'll see what they've got going on between both of their channels. Both of these creators bring us pure variety, but they have separate channels which are completely run separately. It's just heartwarming to know that they support each other so much. So I see a brand new channel in the chat. Prosper Comic, good to see you here. Thank you for coming in. Hopefully you're feeling welcome. We have a lot of dynamic creators here. Everybody's willing to connect, so please don't be shy. You can reach out to anybody you'd like to in the chat, and if you take your time, meet people one by one and follow the instructions that you'll find in our video description, you'll find yourself with some new friends and family members for your channel in no time if that's what you would like. Aggie Taurus, good to see you here. And Purple Tube, I'm glad that you got back into the chat today. We actually got to your channel yesterday, but it was quite late. You were already on live, but if I remember right, but we did get to it. Purple Tube has been a longtime friend of Superchat. So Sparkle's Hope Chest, like I said, brings us pure variety. They actually are doing a series right now called Motel Life Series. They've been sharing a behind-the-scenes look at what's happening in their life right now, and they do a great job of storytelling while they're doing that. So I really enjoy when I get a look at a creator behind a channel. It helps me here in Superchat to be able to promote everybody a little bit better. Sparkle's Hope Chest has been a generous, loyal, and dedicated supporter for a very long time. They're here with us almost every single day. We also see that they show generosity in about every way that you can on YouTube. One of those ways is by doing the featured channels collaboration that you see here. When you feature channels on your front page this way, you're saying to the YouTube algorithm and to your audience that these channels are worthy of being featured by you. And then when some of those channels hopefully feature you in return, they're saying to their audience in the YouTube algorithm that your channel is worthy of being featured by them. So you can imagine the impact that that has on your audiences and on the YouTube algorithm when your channel is featured on so many other creators' front pages. So I recommend it for anybody that's willing to do it because it's a great way to trade favors and get a friendship started with another creator. If you have featured Superchat on your front page like Sparkle's Hope Chest has, then I hope you'll let me know so I can return the favor because I absolutely do that. So Wolf Spirit Productions is the daughter of Sparkle's Hope Chest in real life, and she dropped 2 super chats today. Thank you for that extra support. They're already both extremely generous, loyal, and dedicated supporters. They both happen to be members. Wolf Spirit Productions, of course, is a gold member, so we will see their link drop by Nightbot every 30 minutes or so. But as well, Wolf Spirit Productions has sniped the Stream Boss position for now, and what that is the video game life meter under my camera that you see will give Wolf Spirit Productions a little bit of extra exposure for a while there as they knock the life out of this last Stream Boss. And then Experience Africans, good to see you in the house. Kristen Welton's asking if anybody's experiencing a blizzard. I have a feeling, I think from the talk yesterday, that this is actually a storm that's covering a lot of the Northeast, if I understand right, but literally our vehicles are about 2 feet under the snow right now. There are some vehicles in our parking lot that have snow literally up to the windows. Some are completely buried. You can't see anything except the windshield wipers, which is dreadful. And I hope everybody's being safe out there who's got to deal with this. I'm going to have to decide in another 2 hours whether I'm going to go out in that or not. But I'll keep an eye on the news and make sure that visibility is good and all that stuff. So, Wolfsbear Productions has 220 subscribers. Now, here's somebody who is an expert when it comes to being safe during travels. Wolfsbear Productions happens to be a truck driver, and they take us on their travels, usually on their regular routes, but they show us, you know, kind of things from all over North America, really, if you want to put it that way. Sometimes they go off route, they take us with us there, and they show us lots of different destinations along their travels and along their way. They give us a great look at their home life behind the channel, and then as well at the creator behind the channel, their family life, including their furry friend Jester, who's got at least one series designed just for them, and a monthly subscription box, which I would not have otherwise known existed if it wasn't for this creator and this channel. Wolfsbear Productions has become a great friend over a long period of time. They show generosity in every way that you can on YouTube and many more, as they reach out to me on Instagram regularly and let me know about different things that they experience along their way. They literally have a list of about 100 videos ready to edit and put out on their channel, so they're taking the variety on their channel very seriously. And it's great to see that. And not to mention, they're incredibly supportive. They've been lucky to collaborate with a few different creators, including Brenda Davis, Scrappity Doodah, and then, of course, Mom, which is Sparkle's Hope Chest. So I hope everybody will connect with both of these creators. Like I said, they are both generous, loyal, and dedicated supporters, and have been so for a very long time here in Superchat. And they bring us pure variety, so there's a lot of different content to see when you get there. So thank you again for all that extra support. I really do appreciate that. I'm going to spin the wheel now, and we'll see who's going to come up first. And yeah, it's the Stock Explorers talking about the stickers. That's literally a picture of Wolfsbear Productions' truck with their vinyl stickers right there promoting their YouTube channel, so you can see what I mean, how seriously they're taking that. My Alabama Farm Life, good to see you here. Scratch in the Wind, good to have you in the house. Forgive me if I've missed anybody. I certainly don't mean to. As long as everybody is still active, we should get around to everybody. Oh, goodness, yeah, Purple Tube. When a roof is having trouble, I actually experienced that for somebody the other day. Many of you may not know, Tuesdays, Wednesdays, and Thursdays, during the good weather, I do outdoor work most of the year. That's closed itself off, but the other day I had to deal with roof a little bit. Not so much me as the guy I work with, but a leaky roof can cause a multitude of problems over the long term, so I hope you can get that handled quickly. It's really not that difficult, to be honest with you. Most often, pull a couple of shingles off the roof, replace those shingles, hammer them down with some roofing nails, and then caulk around the nails, and that's pretty much as easy as it is if you enjoy getting on ladders, which I don't. But you can have fun with that, and hopefully that works out and you stay safe while you're doing it. Spikey's in the house. I think they were actually online live earlier. I did get a notification but wasn't able to get in there. I think they were doing some gameplay videos today. And hopefully I haven't missed anybody in the chat. I certainly don't mean to. If I've missed something that you meant for me to see, like a question or a comment, just please mention it again with 3 thumbs up, or @mention Superchat Connect and Grow. That should help me see it a little bit easier. I'll try to catch it the next time around. Yarnbarf is asking, how do you make your latest upload the first video that people see? So for instance, here's what we've got on Towel's Art and Game channel. They've got a featured video here. That's what this is called. And perhaps I can show you, after I talk about this channel, exactly how that is added in. So we'll go over that in a quick second, and hopefully everybody will enjoy that. Americans at large, good to see you here. And yeah, the hardest smart working man on and off YouTube, maybe not. But as long as we're having fun while we're doing it, then that's great. Drill Seeks is in the house. And Jen Hines has come in. Hotaflex Living, I think I welcomed you earlier. And again, hopefully I haven't missed anybody in the chat. I certainly don't mean to. If anybody has not already given a thumbs up for today's live stream, I hope that you will. They really do help. I hope everybody's always giving each other thumbs up when you're out supporting each other. If you're on a phone, I know you have to turn the chat off to do it, but you don't lose your place. It only takes a moment. I will appreciate it greatly. Even I have to be reminded when I'm on a phone from time to time. So Towels Art and Game is an unbelievably supportive creator. This is somebody who came into the Superchat family just a couple of months ago, and I guess it's getting on a few months now, but right away was just blazing in between channels, supporting everybody. They, over and above, show generosity on YouTube in many different ways. And particularly what I notice about this creator more than anything else is how much they share for other creators. So they are constantly on Twitter, they're constantly on Facebook, they're constantly on Instagram, sharing all kinds of stuff for different creators. So I'm hoping that everybody will connect with them. They've got 201 subscribers right now. We'd love to get them a few extras so that they can keep that 200 locked in and get them started on the road toward 300. You'll find art as well as gameplay videos here. And if you follow Towels Art and Game on the other social networks, you'll see a lot more content from this creator as well. This is one creator who seems to be everywhere all the time. Sam's Vlogs Trains More is talking by what you don't know why your featured video never comes up. So that has to do with whether you're subscribed or not, more than anything else. When you're looking at your own channel and you're logged in, things can look much different than you intend because you're logged in, right? YouTube is showing you what they want you to see, not necessarily what you want everybody else to see. If you have more than one account, you might be able to look at your channel while logged into another account and then see things the way that you wish for them to be seen. But I will go over the featured video right now. What we're talking about is what Towels Art and Game has on their front page right here. They have featured this video, and this is for anybody who's already subscribed to the channel. So what I'm going to do is show you how this is done. If you want to mark the time, we are exactly half an hour into episode number 339 of Superchat. And you can get to this area by either clicking Customize Channel or on the Customization tab of your YouTube Studio, which you will see in a moment. Now, again, what we're talking about is this featured video here. On Superchat's homepage, I have a section called Upcoming Live Streams. So when that's there, your live stream will come up, or a premiere that's running over and above anything else. After the live stream today, our featured video, which happens to be episode number 300, will be there. If anybody hasn't already seen episode 100, 200, or 300 of Superchat, I hope you'll go back and watch. We do a different kind of live stream for those milestones. I'm joined by my YouTube BFF, Fern's Junk Closet, who was inspirational in the creation of Superchat in the first place. She loves helping people grow their YouTube channel and their videos and things like that. And we usually have a 2-hour discussion, much more of a deep dive into analytics, tips, tricks, and other things that can help you with your channels and your videos. So I hope you'll check those out. You'll see what I mean in a minute. Happy Nwagi Remedies, good to see you here. Catherine with Friends, good to have you back in the chat. Forgive me if I've missed anybody. Tia Tierra, good to see you here. Thank you for coming in. Backlash Fisherman is in the house as well. Catherine with Friends has actually been with Superchat from the very beginning, so it's good to have you back in the house. We've got a great mix of channels today, both new and friends of Superchat from the last 1.5 to 2 years. So when we look at our customization section, you'll notice my internet is crawling, but that's just because we're live streaming right now. You'll have an easier time likely doing this on your own channel. As far as I understand, it must be done with a computer, but I'll show you exactly what we're talking about here. You have a video spotlight area. Now, they give you 2 options here, and this is because you can put up what they call a trailer. It can really be any video, but you call it a trailer, as something for people who have not yet subscribed to your channel to see when they first get there. Most of you have seen the Tuber Chat Star Wars thing with the words that just fly and say, like, you know, come and join us, coming soon, and this and that. But you also have the opportunity to put this featured video for returning subscribers. And this is where I always update every 100th episode and put the latest special edition up there for you to be able to see if you happen to look at the home page. My guess is that people look at our home pages a lot less than we think they do, but by that token, it might be more than I think they do. So you can keep that in mind. All you do is click these three dots and say change video or remove video. It will allow you to add your video into this area. Very, very, very easy to do. And then there's lots of different things you can do to dress up your front page, including featured channels, which we talked about earlier. You can put playlists in there like we do for shout out videos, our past live streams, our upcoming live streams, and things like that. You can do the same. So let's spin the wheel. We'll get another channel up here. Towels Art and Game was the last channel that they were looking for, or that we were looking at. They are in our featured channel section as well. And Radical Productions, good to see you here. Thank you for coming in. They've been with Tuber Chat pretty much from the beginning as well. They've got thousands upon thousands upon thousands of subscribers, and they are doing some community awareness work on their channel, so I hope you'll check that out. Mrs. VSNC09 is coming up right now. Now, here's another creator that I describe in a similar way, where they came into the Tuber Chat family just a few months ago and were right away out supporting other creators. They seem to be everywhere all the time. Every day when I'm trying to support everybody as much as I can, I run into Mrs. VSNC09 out supporting other creators in many different ways, including engaging conversation. When you engage conversation in a premiere or a live stream, you're really doing a great service for the host by sending engagement signals into the YouTube algorithm, and those can benefit that creator and that channel for, you know, days, weeks, and maybe even longer ahead. So Mrs. VSNC09 is fully monetized. Lots of ways to support them when we get there, including super chats and memberships. They've got 1,600 subscribers right now, and it looks like they've got it locked in. I'm hoping we can push them towards the 1,700 that they're thinking about. When I first saw this channel, I noticed that they do a lot of royal family coverage, which is really cool, and they get quite a bit of engagement when they talk about that subject. But as well, they mix up the variety on their channel. A lot of shorts here now, as you can see, and then they mix up the videos and live streams. Soul Sniper 1234, good to see you here. Thank you for coming in. And hopefully everybody's doing okay in the chat. Experience Africans, I hope I welcomed you earlier, but it's good to have you here. Hopefully I haven't missed anybody. I certainly don't mean to. As long as everybody's still active, we should get around to everybody. So I'm working on a different system today because one of my robots is down. I'm using a different one. We're using Streamlabs. I will refresh my page, go down my list, and start adding some names onto our wheel from our chat list. Hotaflex Living will come up. This is going to work out a little bit differently than Bautissimo would have done. Bautissimo is the expert at this, but we will work with what we've got. The Essence of Sonia, St. Clair's Republic, and Hotaflex Living are all on the wheel. Let's spin. We'll see who's coming up next. And then, yeah, Yarn Barf, you know, things like super chats and memberships are absolutely unnecessary. Very much appreciated, of course. But yeah, I don't know what would be up with that. Can't be done on an iPhone or an iPad, to my knowledge, and that's because of the fees that Apple takes before YouTube even gets their mitts on everything as well. I misspelled Thrill Seeks on the wheel today. As long as you spell it properly, David will come up first. Thrill Seeks brings us a look at theme park footage, particularly roller coasters, more than anything else. You can see the generosity in this creator by having so many featured channels on their front page. When we get into their videos, we'll see a mix of videos and live streams. More than anything else, like I said, they show us theme parks and roller coasters, but they also do a lot of other variety mixed in. So you will find unboxing videos, product reviews, and then you will also see some live streams, particularly to allow people to connect the same way that we do here in Superchat. Charlie Grace, our moderators will take out any messages that are self-promoting. Self-promoting is just against the YouTube's community guidelines. It's not so much of a big deal here, but the idea here is as you connect with more creators, they will support you over the long term. You'll get that last 25 subscribers working into your first 100. That's the plan here. The other thing too is I know we have a lot of new channels in the chat here. Superchat tends to be pretty strict when it comes to etiquette in the chat. But the reason for that is not so much of a big deal here as instilling great habits and etiquette in everybody so that when you're out in other growth streams or other streams where people allow you to connect like we do here, like Thrill Seeks does, you don't get timed out or banned or any of that other stuff from moderators and hosts and everything else. So two of the things that we really watch is not putting numbers in the chat. Please use words instead of numbers. And then as well, emojis, we usually keep those to about 2 or 3. Like I said, it's not so much of a big deal here, but when you're out in other streams, you can get banned, timed out, or worse. And I know what that's like. It's happened to me as much as anybody else. So we just keep those to a minimum, and self-promotion is something that we try to stay away from. S. Medina, good to see you in the house. Thank you for coming in. Hopefully you're feeling welcome. We have a lot of dynamic creators in the house. Everybody here is willing to connect, so please don't be shy. You can reach out to anybody you'd like to in the chat. If you take your time, meet people one by one, and follow the instructions that you'll find in our video description, you'll find yourself with some new friends and family members for your channel in no time, if that's what you would like. Andre Southgate, good to see you here. And yeah, we're doing great for thumbs up. If anybody hasn't already given a thumbs up, I hope that you will. If anybody in the house is willing to swap playlists with each other for the purpose of gaining watch hours, please just simply say, I am willing to swap playlists in the chat. Other creators should reach out to you, and if you see somebody say that and you're willing, please reach out to them. Everybody's free to make those arrangements independently and individually, of course. Right now, what we're looking at is Scratch and Pete PA. This is one of the most supportive creators that I've met on all of YouTube in my almost 5 years. And they have supported so many creators so much. They're responsible for me starting to use the words, you know, they seem to be everywhere all the time. That's absolutely the case with Scratch and Pete PA. And because of that, when they run their premieres every Tuesday, which happen to run at 12:15 Eastern, around the lunch hour in the Eastern time zone, you'll find a rush and flood of support coming back to Scratch and Pete PA, and it is one of the most fast-paced and high-energy chats that you will have seen on YouTube, faster than Superchat, faster than most others. Mama G Gear, good to see you in the house. Thank you for coming in. So Scratch and PPA does an interactive series of videos, and what that means is that if you follow him on Instagram, Twitter, and or Facebook, you get the opportunity to vote on the content of next week's video, and that sets his series apart, makes it unique and a lot of fun to be a part of. Philip Lemon, good to see you in the house. Thank you for coming in. Hopefully you're feeling welcome. We have a lot of dynamic creators here. Everybody's willing to connect, so please don't be shy. You can reach out to anybody you'd like to in the chat. If you take your time, meet people one by one and follow the instructions that you'll find in our video description, you'll find yourself with some new friends and family members for your channel in no time, if that's what you would like. The How-To Lady is a powerhouse of energy, positivity, and motivation. And she's in the chat with us. Thank you for coming in. Corinne's Life is in the background, but here with us as a moderator and a member. So I've got them on the wheel. We always put the members on the wheel as soon as I see them in the chat. So as well, Scratch and PPA is a great example of how the other social networks can be used to draw interactivity into your program, your series, your videos, your channel. And you'll get a great example of that when you connect with Scratch and PPA on Instagram, Twitter, and or Facebook. And like I said, that sets his series apart, makes it unique and a lot of fun to be a part of. So I hope everybody will join us this Tuesday. I've already got my reminder set. I literally have an alarm on my phone for Scratch and PPA to make sure I don't miss his premieres. and he has been a beloved and dedicated moderator here with Superchat and a shining jewel in the Superchat family for an extremely long time now. Yarnbarf, thank you so much for your super chat. I really do appreciate that. For that reason, we're going to look at their channel right away. Yarnbarf has been with Superchat for a few months now, actually, and has shown a lot of generosity and support. King Ivo 002, good to see you in the house. Thank you for coming in. And then as well, Yarnbarf has got about 13 years of experience on YouTube. They used to post videos occasionally, but have really started to step up the frequency lately. And Yarnbarf is actually a thing. And I'll leave it to you to hit their About page to see exactly what that means, why it's a really cool name for this YouTube channel. They've already got over 3,500 subscribers. They're doing really well. They're already well on their way towards 3,600. I'm hoping we can push them a little bit farther. They are extremely supportive. When I'm out bouncing in between premieres and live streams, I run into Yarnbarf regularly. They're bringing us pure variety on their channel, and they have for a long period of time. So I hope everybody will check that out and support this unbelievably supportive creator. If anybody in the house is willing to swap playlists with each other for the purpose of gaining watch hours, please just simply say, I am willing to swap playlists in the chat. Other creators should reach out to you. If you see somebody say that and you're willing, please reach out to them. Everybody's free to make those arrangements independently and individually, of course. Mama G Gear, thank you so much for your super chat. For that reason, we're going to look at your channel next. One of the things that I can mention, we have a lot of new channels here today again. It might be interesting to know that on any single live stream from Superchat, in a 2 to 2.5 hour period, you will find over 100 channels coming through on average. Many more over the last couple of weeks, as a matter of fact. And about 5% of the channels that come through are brand new every single day. So there are always brand new channels coming through, new people to connect with, as well as all the different friends that we've met over the last almost 2 years. And so hopefully everybody will enjoy that. Here in Superchat, the idea is that generosity is the lead on everything that we do. So we give much more than we expect to receive. And by that token, my advice to everybody is always to make the first move. So when you're going to connect with somebody, you start a conversation with them first and let them know that you want to connect. Then head to their channel, watch a full video of at least 3 minutes long. Very important that we watch that video from beginning to end. Very important that it's at least 3 minutes. Better if it's 4, 5, or 6 minutes or longer. My friend Mo6510 Models will also suggest to you it's a great idea to add a few more videos into a watch later list or something where you can run a few videos for that creator. That lets YouTube know that you cared that much about their content. We have to do everything we can to support each other these days. And again, it goes back to all the things you wish people would do for you. You go out and do more than that for them, and it will come back to you. MinerZach123, good to see you here. So we give much more than we expect to receive. You make the first move, reach out to a creator, watch a full video, leave a meaningful, genuine comment related to the content of that video. I always suggest 3 or 4 sentences as a minimum. Give a thumbs up, subscribe, turn the notification bell on as you see me do for all creators. That should make your connection stick. Then you come back into the chat, let them know you've done that. They'll turn around and do the same thing for you. So Yarnbarf, thank you again for your super chat. Mama G Gear, thank you again for yours. For that reason, we've got this channel up here right away. Mama G Gear has 541 subscribers right now. I'm hoping we can push them a little bit farther. Just going to take your latest video, this Betty White Fun Facts video. I'm glad that you have found a fun way to pay tribute to Betty White. You know, she was so very loved. We've all been talking about it for a couple of weeks now. Let's take your video and add this into my catch-up list. Well, that will allow me to do is after the live stream today, I'll go through my catch-up list and make sure I catch up with your channel a little bit, make sure I don't fall too far behind, but I do appreciate your extra support. And again, if anybody hasn't already given a thumbs up for today's live stream, I hope that you will. They really do help. I hope everybody's always giving each other thumbs up when you're out supporting supporting each other. If you're on a phone, I know you have to turn the chat off to do it, but you don't lose your place. It only takes a moment. And I will appreciate it greatly. Even I have to be reminded when I'm on a phone from time to time. So let's spin the wheel. We'll get another channel up here. As time goes on through the live stream, we're usually here for about 2 to 2.5 hours. And as time goes on, I move a little bit faster through channels. The goal, of course, is to get as many channels promoted on the screen as we can within that 2 to 2.5 hour period. We always do our best to get to as many channels as we can. Hotaflex Living is here with 386 subscribers. I'm hoping we can push them a little bit farther towards the 400 that they're thinking about. This is another extremely supportive creator. They're here with us regularly in Tuber Chat. EC Emily, it's good to see you in the house. Thank you for coming in. I know yesterday you came over from Blue Jeans and Cubs Den. They sent a raid over, but because I have the 20-minute subscriber only mode restriction on, it can be tough for people to get in right away. But it has served us well. I don't necessarily recommend it for everybody, but it can be beneficial in a lot of situations. But EC Emily, I believe, is a creator that I've actually known for a long, long time. So forgive me if I'm wrong about that, but it's great to have you in the chat. Maloom, good to see you in the house. Thank you for coming in. I hope I'm pronouncing that right. Hopefully you're feeling welcome. We have a lot of dynamic creators here. Everybody's willing to connect, so please don't be shy. You can reach out to anybody you'd like to in the chat. If you take your time, meet people one by one, and follow the instructions that you'll find in our video description, you'll find yourself with some new friends and family members for your channel in no time, if that's what you would like. Paprika ASMR, good to see you here. Thank you for coming in. And Maloom, so we have instructions in our video description. Basically, the idea is that Tuber Chat is a meeting place. We're here to meet each other as creators and support each other over the long term, regardless of our niches or themes. So if you are the kind of creator who enjoys sharing, watching videos, commenting, and helping other people build their channels, you'll find lots of creators here willing to do the same thing for you. Facing Reality, good to see you in the house. Thank you for coming in. Hotaflex Living, again, has 386 subscribers, so I don't want to fall too far behind with your channel, so I'm going to take this latest video and add this into my catch-up list to make sure I catch up with your channel and don't fall too far behind. And like I said, this is an incredibly supportive creator. I see them out supporting others when I'm bouncing in between premieres and live streams myself. So let's look at the Stock Explorer right now. They happen to be a member. We had put them on the wheel as soon as I saw them in the chat. They've been here from the beginning of the stream today. I think you said something in the chat about napping yesterday. The Stock Explorer was just getting over a little bit of a sniffle and this and that. I had the same thing a week or two ago, right at New Year's, as a matter of fact, and I had to skip a couple of streams for feeling under the weather, but everything's back to normal now. Hopefully the Stock Explorer is as well. This is a channel I am absolutely a fan of. I've had a great time getting to know this channel and its creator, Nora, the Stock Explorer. Msk Family Vlogs is also a member, so we're going to put them on the wheel. They're one of our longest standing members, perhaps the longest, with the exception only of Kristen Welton, my love. Of course, Garden State Gardener, thank you so much for your super chat. I really do appreciate that extra support. For that reason, we're going to look at their channel next before I spin the wheel again. And hopefully I haven't missed anybody in the chat. I certainly don't mean to. The Stock Explorer is giving us a down-to-earth, level-headed, real-world look at their opinions about different companies and their products and the moves that they expect to be made in both the short and long term. So what we find here, there are bite-sized information here in these shorts videos. I'm going to watch these all at once, actually. They mix up the videos and live streams, and I've been very lucky to catch them on several live streams. Now, this is a creator. I want to see if I can show you something here. So see this video here, Croc Stock. This is a perfect example of, not that I want to put too much weight behind it, but somebody literally putting their money where their mouth is when they're talking about suggesting stocks and things like that. Crocs are those fun, lovable shoes that so many of us either have or have seen. They've talked about Croc stock really moving, and literally in another video live stream here, they actually had ordered a pair of Crocs and were doing the reveal. And it's really, really cool, I think, this creator, as you look at especially a lot of their short form content, you will find them with products in hand from the companies that they're talking about, which is really, really cool. So I'm hoping everybody will connect with the Stock Explorer. I think it's great for everybody to take in as much financial information as possible, especially when we're all thinking about monetization for our channels and our businesses and things like that. Wouldn't it be a wonderful world if we could maximize the impact of the income that's going to come from monetization? I need a quick second. I'm going to come right back and we're going to look at Garden State Gardener. Kristen is making me laugh while I'm trying to pay attention here. And she said, can you ask the Stock Explorer, ask Nora, are you going to rock out with your Crocs out? I know that they will, actually. And then Tiffany wears t-shirts. It's good to see you in the house. Thank you for coming in. Carl Werstein, good to see you back. Thank you for coming in again. Paralife TV, Life as a Paraplegic, good to see you back in the house. And hopefully I haven't missed anybody in the chat. I certainly don't mean to. As long as everybody's still active in the chat, we should get around to everybody. So the Stock Explorer we're looking at, we're just going to switch over to Garden State Gardener right now. They dropped a super chat on us, so we'll look at their channel right away. Living Life with Lisa. Lisa, good to see you here. Thank you for coming in. And, yeah, EC Emily's asking about the kitties to Kristen Welton. I don't have one with me right now. Sometimes they stay and sit beside me while I do Tuber Chat, and we can get a cameo appearance, but might not happen today. Homestead Family Reclaim, good to see you here. Thank you for coming back in. And Garden State Gardener is the creator I was talking about earlier. I missed their Sunday Fun Day that they've got going on here. Look at the views on this. In a 2-hour live stream, 431 views. They often have over 100 people in the chat at a time. They do a lot of giveaways, and it's a really fast-paced and high-energy live stream. It's really, really cool, very engaging. And the Garden State Gardener happens to be a very supportive channel as well. So you'll see people here in the chat. I notice a couple people saying, I love Garden State Gardener. It's interesting when we talk about generosity, and I know I put a lot of focus on that here. When you give much more than you expect to receive, and you go out and you do all the things for other people that you wish they would do for you, I promise it comes back. Because the Garden State Gardener is the kind of creator that goes out and vouches for other channels and says like, hey, you know, Coupon Gale is a great channel, for instance. Now I see other creators advocating for Garden State Gardener, and I don't think that that's a coincidence. So again, it goes back to generosity and the idea that if we give, it comes back to us. There are a lot of creators here in the chat that are examples of that kind of activity. Hopefully I'm not missing any of our members on the wheel right now. I see that Charlene Heel has come in. We'll look at both of her channels. Do the cats like the snow? Actually, Kristen will know that a lot better than I will. I haven't ever tried to play with them in the snow, actually. My guess is that they won't like it, but I'm not sure. Forgive me if I get this name wrong. I see we have a new channel in the chat. Is that Nabel Magogany? I have a feeling I'm pronouncing that incorrectly, so forgive me if I'm wrong about that. Nabel... I can't even speak. Nagel Magogany. I hope I'm pronouncing that close to right. Please correct me if I'm wrong, but it's great to have you here. Hopefully you're feeling welcome. We have a lot of dynamic creators here. Everybody's willing to connect, so please don't be shy. You can reach out to anybody you'd like to in the chat, and if you take your time, meet people one by one and follow the instructions that you'll find in our video description, you'll find yourself with some new friends and family members for your channel in no time, if that's what you would like. Yarn Barf, Sunday Fun Day is Garden State Gardener. They just do a series called Sunday Funday. It's a live stream. They have a registration that comes out a few days before, and then they do a live stream, which is a really wild time every Sunday night. That's in the Eastern time zone, of course. They're fully monetized. Lots of ways to support them, including super chats and memberships. And with almost 1,500 subscribers, I'm hoping we can push them a little bit closer to that milestone. Living Life with Lisa, I think I welcomed you, and but that's true. That's true. Tiffany wears t-shirts. Yes, it's very easy to be disappointed. You know, the truth is, unfortunately, in life, we know that if you are the kind of person who goes over and above when it comes to generosity, a lot of times you don't get back what you put out. But if you can be okay with that, then eventually what will happen, I believe, if all of the very generous people who love truly to help each other find each other, then you will have more generosity coming back to you than you otherwise would have seen as a minimum. That's the hope. You know, we see it all the time. And I'm very, very lucky as the host of Superchat now for well over a year and a half. Lots of creators have reached out to me in different ways. I have seen lots of creators reach out asking me who needs help, not to tell them, but just to simply let them know who they can help, who they can run playlists for, who they can run videos for, and things like that. And it's wonderful to see that kind of generosity. A lot of it happens behind the scenes. A lot of people will do things for you that you will never see. So I hope everybody can remember that. I know that that is true for everybody as long as you just stay here on YouTube. And Garden State Gardener, thank you one more time for your super chat. I really do appreciate that. Chris's Clever Craft is in the house. I've got them on the wheel, of course. They happen to be a member. We always put the members on the wheel as soon as I see them in the chat. Sam's Vlogs, Trains, and More is coming up next, and they happen to be here as both a moderator and a member. Sam's Vlogs, Trains, and More shows generosity in just about every way that you can on YouTube. And I hope everybody will connect with them and find that kind of support coming back to you as well. Mortgage with Me, good to see you in the house. Thank you for coming in. Anybody can reach out to me anytime on Instagram. I'm on there most of the time. Facebook as well is a big one for me. But if you have things that you want to ask that you think I can help with, that's okay. I love talking YouTube. But as well, a lot of creators reach out to me with lessons learned along the way, which I appreciate because we can share that information here. Or if there are things that you see, whether it's here in Superchat or in the YouTube streets, that you want me to be aware of that can be helpful in some way or another, then I appreciate that as well. Sam's Vlogs, Trains, and More, like I said, shows generosity in just about every way that you can on YouTube. And then you're absolutely right. Tiffany wears t-shirts. Absolutely. She's been a friend for a long, long time and is a very much loved and well-respected creator. She has quite a loyal following on her channel. Sam's Vlogs, Trains, and More will bring us train videos more than anything else, sometimes showing us those trains, sometimes taking rides, which is really, really cool. And he also mixes up a lot of variety as well. Sometimes you'll find an unboxing video, a product review, or a random live stream. And Sam shows a lot of different generosity, and some of that also. Thank you, Tiffany. I do have to do something here. I haven't nearly been drinking enough this weekend. I don't know why. Michael's Adventures is asking, how close are you now? Sam's Vlogs, Trains, and More should be right around 100 to 150 hours away from monetization. It's going to happen any moment for him. So, he will also show up on other people's live streams. I see him often with Corinne's Life or Makeup Mom and Son, and I'm always happy to see creators collaborating in that way and sharing their opinions and content, because when creators get together on, let's say, a StreamYard panel, you're changing the dynamic of the conversation. Every creator who joins is changing that. Same thing in the chat. Every person who joins your live chat, whether it's a premiere or a live stream, is changing the dynamic of the conversation, which is really, really cool. Yes, Tiffany wears t-shirts for anybody that doesn't already have a hater. By the time you have 1,000 subscribers, it's coming. By the time you have 2, I promise you, it's not you, it's them, and it has it's just human nature. Unfortunately, it's part of the whole operation here. I've got my share as well. Mary Queen Longman, good to see you here. Thank you for coming in. Hopefully you're feeling welcome. We have a lot of dynamic creators here. Everybody's willing to connect, so please don't be shy. You can reach out to anybody you'd like to in the chat, and if you take your time, meet people one by one and follow the instructions that you'll find in our video description, you'll find yourself with some new friends and family members for your channel in no time, if that's what you would like. Purple Tube still lurking in the background. Jake Hudson, good to see you here. Thank you for coming in. So Sam's Vlogs Trains and More as well does the featured channels collaboration that we talked about earlier today. He will swap playlists, of course, because he is aggressively working on his watch hours, and then he does a series of live streams at least once a week where he allows and encourages everybody to connect in the same way that we do here in Superchat, so you'll meet lots of friends and family members over there. And then, so Yarn Barf is asking about watch hours. So I will clarify exactly how watch hours work. We need 4,000 watch hours within 365 days. A lot of people put focus on the idea that it's a year or the anniversary date from the time you uploaded your first video, whether you get the hours by the time you hit that 1-year anniversary and things like that. In my opinion, it doesn't matter. You either get there or you don't, right? And you just keep going. Eventually you do get there. What happens is you lose any watch hours that counted towards monetization that you gained 366 days ago and beyond. So it's always a rolling 365 day count towards that 4,000 watch hours. As long as you're still active on YouTube, consistency is the key. Chances are, in 99% of cases, everybody is gaining much more watch hours today than they were 365 days ago. So even though every day you will lose a tiny amount of watch time for your monetization, you should be gaining much more. That goes for just about everybody, like I said. So it's a rolling 365 days. If you don't make it, it doesn't matter. You'll get there soon enough as long as you just keep at it. That goes for everybody, of course, as well. Hopefully that's clear enough, but you can let me know if I'm not quite explaining it the way that you're asking. St. Clair's Republic is going to come up right now. We're overdue for our break, but that's okay. Tiffany wears t-shirts before you judge someone, walk a mile in their shoes. Yes, absolutely. And then the other thing too is, you know, one of the ways I describe what Tiffany wears t-shirts is talking about is, you know, if I was to try to describe to you what I've been in my own personal life, it would take me over 40 years to tell you that. Right? And the same goes for everybody. You know, anybody over 40, but anybody in the chat, you know, it would take a lifetime to describe to somebody what you've been through in your whole life, you know, and sometimes people say, I've seen things in my life and I've been through this and that. We all have. Everybody's got stories. Everybody's been through ups and downs, but it makes it almost impossible to, you know, gain information and then be able to judge anybody accurately at all. Opinions change all the time. You know, it's a big deal when we look at a lot of the different things that are going on in the world. It's easy to throw our opinions out at everybody. You should do this and you should do that. And I'm guilty of it as much as everybody else. Here on Superchat, I try not to tell everybody what they should or shouldn't do with their channels and stuff like that. But of course I have my opinion, just like everybody else does. So it's tough. But you really do have to walk a mile in somebody's shoes to have even a minimum hope of understanding why they're doing what they're doing. The other thing, too, is YouTube is open to everybody. There is no barrier to entry. So when you go to school, when you go to work, when you go to a restaurant, anywhere at all, if you are displaying abnormal behavior, that will be dealt with by people who will notice. Whereas on YouTube, that's not possible. It's open to anybody who can operate a phone or a computer. And that's something to consider. So when we see some of the behavior that we don't wish for, we have to understand there's no barrier to entry on the internet or especially on YouTube. There's no police, there's no stopping of anybody who's doing things that anybody wouldn't like. YouTube gives us a little bit of control now so that we can keep a bit of trolling out of our streams and stuff like that. But, like I said, if you don't have a hater by the time you have 1,000 subscribers, it's coming by the time you have 2. It's just part of it. But try not to put too much weight behind that either. And then hopefully everybody is doing okay in the chat, meeting new friends and family members. I'm going to try to go a little bit faster through channels when we get into the second half here. Chef BC, Cherry Bliss VSC, thank you for coming in. Let me get you onto the wheel. And St. Clair's Republic is up here right now. This is Pure Variety on this channel. Now, I'm still getting to know their content more than anything else, but I hope you will enjoy that as well as I will. Here's an example of a creator without a sub count right now, but that's okay. We just want to push them towards whatever milestone they're working on. We know that they have, over 500 because they've got their community tab there. And we just want to do everything we can to push each other along. As long as everybody's supporting everybody else as much as we can, everybody will be just fine, of course. So I've just taken your latest video here, or one of your latest. I'm going to add that into my catch-up list. That will allow me, after the live stream, to go through my catch-up list, catch up with your channel, make sure I don't fall too far behind. Roberta's Artistic Adventures, good to see you here. Thank you for coming in. Hopefully you're feeling welcome. We have a lot of dynamic creators here. Everybody's willing to connect, so please don't be shy. You can reach out to anybody you'd like to in the chat, and if you take your time, meet people one by one and follow the instructions that you'll find in our video description, you'll find yourself with some new friends and family members for your channel in no time, if that's what you would like. And you're absolutely right, Yard Barf. One of the things that we have to remember when we're using these big services like Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, and everything else is they have nothing to do with the world. They have nothing to do with governments, well, kind of, depending how you look at it and this and that, but there absolutely is censorship, and in a lot of ways we have to watch what we talk about and the ways that we describe these things, and that's unfortunate in a lot of cases, but it's the world we choose to live in, right? So we just play within the rules and everything will be fine. So we're overdue for a break, so I'm going to take a break for about 3 minutes right now. If anybody in the house is willing to swap playlists in the chat for the purpose of gaining watch hours, please just simply say, I am willing to swap playlists. Other creators should reach out to you. If you see somebody say that and you're willing, please reach out to them. Everybody's free to make those arrangements independently and individually, of course. If you haven't already given a thumbs up for today's live stream, I hope that you will. They really do help. I hope everybody's always giving each other thumbs up when you're out supporting each other. If you're on a phone, I know you have to turn the chat off to do it, but you don't lose your place. It only takes a moment. I will appreciate it greatly. Even I have to be reminded when I'm on a phone from time to time. Yes, as of a moment ago, we had 50 in the chat right now, which is great for a Monday. So thank you everybody for that. Nishina May, thank you for coming in. And we will spin the wheel right now. Let me see who's going to come up next. And we'll just take a break so I can show you our silver and gold member slides. I hope you will support these creators. They've been generous, loyal, and dedicated supporters and friends to me for a long time. When we come back in 3 minutes, we will be looking at Msk Family Vlogs. All right, we're back and we're looking at Msk Family Vlogs. I know that we had a brand new channel come in. Wandering Hippie, good to see you here. Thank you for coming in. I wonder if you've been here before. I feel like I recognize your channel name, so forgive me if I'm wrong about that, but hopefully you're feeling welcome either way. We have a lot of dynamic creators in the chat. Everybody will be willing to connect, so please don't be shy. You can reach out to anybody you'd like to in the chat, and if you take your time, meet people one by one and follow the instructions that you'll find in our video description, you'll find yourself with some new friends and family members for your channel in no time if that's what you would like. Princess Beyond Passions, good to see you here. Thank you for coming in. And Craft and Share with Heather has come in. They are one of our brand newest members, so I've got them on the wheel because we always put the members on the wheel as soon as I see them in the chat. Cabaret Gaming is in the house. Good to see you here. They've got two channels. We'll look at both of those soon enough. Msk Family Vlogs might be, and I have to go double check, but I think they are our longest standing official member, with the exception only of Kristen Welton, my love, of course. So I put focus on that just because they are an unbelievably generous, loyal, and dedicated supporter. Have been for a very long time. They've been with Superchatters pretty much from the very beginning, as a matter of fact. Michael and Paula, good to see you in the house. Thank you for coming in. Msk Family Vlogs is a dynamic family of creators. They bring us pure variety on their channel. They take us outdoors. They bring us indoors. They always have a lot of fun. They are a very tight-knit family. Fun to watch, fun to hang out with, and fun to interact with. They mix up the videos and live stream, so I hope everybody will join them and see what I'm talking about, not to mention the support that will come back to you after you connect with them. They're fully monetized, lots of ways to support them, including super chats and memberships when you get to their channel, and they've got 1,460 subscribers right now. I'm hoping we can push them a little bit farther towards the 1,500 that they're thinking about. So I'm spinning the wheel now. We're going to move a little bit faster because we're in the second half of today's live stream. We've got just over another hour to go. Chris's Clever Craft is going to come up right now, another member. Of course, I put them on the wheel as soon as I saw them in the chat. And soon, when we get down to about 5 or 6 names on the wheel, I will add some more from our chat list based on our activity in the chat. So for those of you who are brand new to Superchat or haven't been here many times yet, the wheel is run by a robot in the background that keeps track of how active everybody is in the chat. It's not just about how long you're here, but also how much you're interacting with other creators. So Chris's Clever Craft is here with 404 subscribers. I'm hoping we can push them a little bit farther towards the 500 that they're thinking about. Jan Hines, I hope I welcomed you, and I hope I haven't missed anybody in the chat. As long as everybody's still active, we should get around to everybody. If I've missed a question or a comment that you meant for me to see, just please mention it again with 3 thumbs up or at mention Superchat Connect and Grow. That should help me see it a little bit easier. I will hopefully catch it the next time around. Chris's Clever Craft has a lot of featured channels on their front page. I think that speaks volumes about the character of the creator behind the channel. And what we find is that this creator brings us a great look at their life, the creator behind the channel. They bring fun and comedy everywhere that they go. They engage the conversation here in the chat, for which I'm very grateful. They do that everywhere that they go when supporting others as well. Chris's Clever Craft has been a friend for a long time. We were hoping to have gone and rated this video last week, and unfortunately we had internet troubles again for the 100th time. So we think we've sorted those out, but we've done well this weekend. But we'll be looking forward to Chris's Clever Craft bringing us another premiere soon enough. But in this channel, we get a great look at their property, the different things that they do both indoors and outdoors, and there are a lot of do-it-yourself videos that will give you some great information and possibly help you with some of the things you're thinking about doing around your own house as well. They've got a lot of different animals around for us to see as well, and this is very fun also. As you can see, we've joined Chris's Clever Craft many times. So I hope everybody will enjoy connecting with them. They've been a generous, loyal, and dedicated supporter for a long time. Be Amazing Sylvia is somebody who I have been connected to for about 2 years now. She's been with Superchat from the very beginning. She's part of the Drop the Link Day crew and is an advocate for helping other creators grow their channels and move their videos and things like that. Be Amazing Sylvia is a very much loved and well-respected creator. So I hope everybody will connect with her. We'll look at her channel soon enough. I've added her to the wheel as she is a member, of course. And then Michael and Paula, thank you so much for the share. I really do appreciate that. Corinne's Life is coming up right now. She is here both as a moderator and a member. She's been a dear friend for a long time. She just celebrated her 1 year of monetization. And it's interesting, you know, everybody will always say, like, wow, does time ever fly? But we all know that it does. And as of this Friday, Corinne's Life has celebrated a 1 year monetized. There you go. So it's interesting to see creators still celebrating these milestones. You know, it's great that we always have different things to look forward to as we grow our channels and move towards what hopefully will eventually be 10,000 subscribers, possibly even 100,000 and way beyond. So Corinne's Life brings us a great look at their life as well. This really does encompass everything that goes on with Corinne. She does a lot of random live streams. Other people hop in on her StreamYard panel. She hops in with other people as well, is very willing to collaborate with other creators. She also does some vlogs, some looks around the home, some product reviews, unboxings, and then as well she is a small business owner, and what she does is provide merchandise to other YouTubers and small businesses as well. Anything from hats to t-shirts to mugs to Christmas ornaments to all kinds of different stuff, vinyl stickers and things like that. You've seen me wear her t-shirt many times, and she has that stuff available for anybody that's looking for it. So we get a lot of education from this channel, a lot of generous support coming from this dear friend of mine, and hopefully everybody will enjoy that. She's fully monetized, lots of ways to support her when we get there, including super chats and memberships. She's got 1,360 subscribers right now. I'm hoping we can push her a little bit farther towards the 1,400 that she's thinking about. Love Dr. TV, thank you so much for your super chat. I really do appreciate that. I think you're here for the first time. Forgive me if I'm wrong about that, but hopefully you're feeling welcome. We have a lot of dynamic creators in the house. Everybody's willing to connect, so please don't be shy. You can reach out to anybody you'd like to in the chat. If you take your time, meet people one by one, and follow the instructions that you'll find in our video description, you'll find yourself with some new friends and family members for your channel in no time if that's what you would like. But because of that super chat, I'm going to make your channel the next one that we look at before I spin the wheel again. Corinne's Life shows generosity in every way that you can on YouTube as well. They do the featured channels collaboration that we talk about here, and she will allow and encourage everybody to connect in her live streams and premieres the same way that we do here in Superchat. She's got a premiere coming up tonight at 7 p.m. Eastern, about 7.5 hours from now. So I hope everybody will check that out. That will be brand new content for everybody to see within the first 24 hours of being connected to Corinne's Life. So now we're looking at Love Dr. TV, and this is the first time we're looking at this channel here on the screen. I don't watch videos or subscribe while I live stream, but what I'm going to do is take one of your videos, and I see you have incredibly long live streams, more than anything else, but I'm going to take this 20-minute video and I'm going to add this into my watch later list. What that will allow me to do is after the live stream today, I'll go through my watch later list, I'll watch your video in full, I'll leave you a meaningful, genuine comment related to the content of that video. I will give you a thumbs up, subscribed, and subscribe. I will give you a notification bell ring as well, and that should make our connection stick. And then hopefully you're subscribed to Superchat as well, and you have our notification bell on so you don't miss our further live streams. We're always here Friday, Saturday, Sunday, and Monday, but the times change so that we can meet different creators from around the world in different time zones. What did Mo say? What did Mo 6510 model say? Spin the wheel of doom. Yes. The Wheel of Doom was named by a friend of ours a long time ago, well over a year ago, Mr. Naz, and we keep that name in honor of that creator. They come through occasionally. And then as well, I have a playlist for catching up with creators called my Ketchup List, spelled as in the condiment ketchup. and that was named by our dear friend Ghostly Winds. So Rambling with the Brums happens to be live right now. They were here earlier, but they happen to be a member, so we put them on the wheel right away. Rambling with the Brums brings us a lot of variety. They come to us through the homesteading community, as a matter of fact, and they've built up quite a reputation as both a supporter and a moderator. They're becoming quite an influencer, as a matter of fact. They show generosity in every way that you can on YouTube, and they will allow and encourage you to connect with more people, so you'll meet more friends and family members when you're with Rambling with the Brums. They mix up the videos, live streams, and now shorts as well. And it's great to see they're getting a little bit of activity on some of those as well. So hopefully everybody will connect with them if you haven't already. Homestead Family Reclaim, I hope I welcomed you earlier. Forgive me if I've missed anybody in the chat. I certainly don't mean to. As long as everybody's still active, we should get around to everybody. Thank you, Michael and Paula, for the share. Hopefully we'll get around to everybody's channel today. I'm going to get through as many as I can within the next hour or so. When we're on your channel, I'll have a look at the community tab, but I do appreciate that share. AceFlaw1 has been with Superchat from the very beginning. I've been connected to that creator for about 2 years, and now after 339 episodes, AceFlaw1 is still coming in to meet new friends, family members, and grow their channel the right way. That's Andy. I hope everybody will introduce themselves to him, and let us see what we can do about adding some more names onto our wheel. Maybe what I'll do is I'll spin right now. We'll get our next channel ready to go. I'll wait for my list to refresh, and then I'll go back. A snowstorm in North Carolina. It seems to be across the whole of North America, this snowstorm. Our vehicles here in Ontario, Canada are buried. And I'm going to have to decide in the next hour and a half or two whether I'm going to go out in that or not. And then thank you, Michael's Adventures. He always lets everybody know that he's thinking about us when he can't be here, but we're lucky enough to have Michael's Adventures here with us as a beloved and dedicated moderator and friend for a little while longer before they have to work. Michael's Adventures is a workhorse and has been picking up quite a bit of work over the last long while. Mrs. Gigi, good to see you here. Thank you for coming in. Tiffany Wears T-shirts got the snow as well. Seems to be almost everywhere. My bet would be half the creators here in the chat have got the snow. There you go. Western New York. Mama G Gear. Yeah, 2 feet of snow. That's what we got. I'm in close to Niagara Falls, Ontario, Canada. About an hour and a half away from Toronto. Cars are almost buried. Yeah, Mrs. VSNC09. So the truth is there was about 2 feet of snow out there in most places. But because of the way that the wind drops that snow, there are some cars that literally have the snow up to their windows, up over the hoods and things like that, which is just, craziness. But it's something else. I keep looking out the window because I'm amazed. Chef BC Cherry Bliss VSC has been a generous, loyal, and dedicated supporter and friend for a long, long time. This is an incredibly supportive creator, somebody who's out supporting others regularly. They have 360 subscribers. I'm hoping we can push them a little bit farther towards the 400 that they're thinking about. You'll find a lot of delicious-looking content on their channel, as you can imagine. Philip Lemon said they had the snow, but it's gone already, which is interesting. And then Mrs. VSNC09 says this is the biggest snow they've seen since moving to North Carolina. Yeah, it's really something else. Rain in New Jersey because of the coastal storm. And then hopefully everybody's doing okay in the chat. I certainly don't mean to miss anybody. Let me see what I can do about adding some more names to our wheel. Americans at Large. Oh, goodness. Is that... Americans at Large is Rants with Rogers. Why didn't I think of that when you first came in? Now, my list is working much different today than it usually does. My main robot, Bottissimo, is down right now, or was when we started. So I'm relying on a different robot. It will be just the smallest bit different with its results. But I'm going to add a few names here. Americans at Large, AceFlaw1. And Runaway Needle Red is here, who I believe we'll be looking at for the first time. So let me spin the wheel. I'm going to start moving a little bit faster through channels now because we've been on for an hour and a half. We got about an hour to go. And Runaway Needle Red is going to come up right away. So like I said, I think we're looking at this channel for the very first time. And 426 subscribers. I'm hoping we can push them a little bit farther towards the 500 that they're thinking about. We'll give them a warm welcome here in the Tuber Chat family. Makeup Mom and Son is here, as well as a moderator and a member. Runaway Needle, I don't watch videos or subscribe while I live stream, so what I'm going to do is dig through your videos here. I usually look for something around 10 minutes, so I'll take this 15-minute one and I'll add this into my watch later list. What that will allow me to do is, after the live stream today, I'll go through my watch later list and watch your video in full. I'll give you a meaningful, genuine comment related to the content of that video. I'll give you a thumbs up, subscribe, turn your notification bell on, as I do for all creators. That should make our connection stick, and then hopefully you're subscribed to Tuber Chat as well, and you have our notification bell on so you don't miss our further live streams. We're always here Friday, Saturday, Sunday, and Monday, but the times change so that we can meet different creators from around the world in different time zones. Trying to remember to drink more. I don't know why it is in the winter it's so hard to stay hydrated when it doesn't seem that that would make sense. Ace Flaw 1 is coming up right now. So as I was talking about, this is Andy, the host behind Ace Flaw 1. I've been connected to them for about 2 years now. They've been with me from the beginning of Tuber Chat, and even before that, they were with me the whole time that we were doing our playlist buddy experiments. Oh, Back Alley Stock Picks, we looked at your channel, right? Back Alley Stock Picks, did we look at your channel today, or are you just coming in? Forgive me for being mistaken. By the time we get around to Monday, I'm just using the excuse that the days blend into each other for me. I don't want to make the mistake of not looking at it. No, I think what I did was I have one of your videos set to share out. I do all my community tab sharing in advance. So I think later today one of your videos is going to be shared out. That's why I was looking at your channel today. But we've got Back Alley Stock Picks on the wheel. We'll look at them soon enough. Ace Flaw 1 brings us travel videos more than anything else. What did you say, Andy, about the latest video? I think you said that it was not going to have music like it usually does. There was something that Andy said yesterday about their latest. Yeah, EC Emily, it doesn't make sense to me. I don't know why. I mean, I usually drink all the time, but here on Tuber Chat, I have to remember because I never stop talking for 2.5 hours. So, Andy Ace Flaw 1 has 3,500 subscribers right now. I'm hoping we can push them a little bit farther towards the 3,600 that they're thinking about. And Andy, did you change your avatar as well? Forgive me if you've changed that a while back and I missed it, but I wonder if he's changed that avatar. So Ace Flaw 1, like I said, has been an incredibly loyal and dedicated supporter for a very long time. They've been with me on my personal channel before Tuber Chat even started and have been with us all the way along. 339 episodes later, they're still here with us. So I hope everybody will connect with this creator and find out what that kind of loyalty and dedication in a supporter is like. Oh, there you go. Yes, Tiffany wears t-shirts. A lot of that is going on. All of the students were expecting to go back to school today. It's been a big thing here in Ontario, Canada, and I don't know if anybody's in school, but the school buses are not running in a lot of areas. Americans at large, here we go. Yes, I'm sorry, I didn't notice this when you first came in. I don't know why. I hope they're still here with us. This is Rants with Rogers, another creator who I've been connected to for probably 2 years. They've been with me ever since before Tuber Chat was even a thought. This is another example of a creator who I said, hey, you know, I'm going to start another channel. And they're like, we will support you. We will be there the whole time. And they have been. So for 339 episodes later, Americans at Large, which is our dear friend Matt Rogers. He is an Emmy-winning journalist and television professional, has got this channel now. He's revamped and renamed the channel from Rants with Rogers and is now taking us mostly outdoors on adventures, which is really, really cool. So really, this is actually a couple of creators right now. So I hope everybody will connect with this channel. If you did know Rants with Rogers, I hope you'll go back and have a second look at this channel now, Americans at Large, and see what they've been up to lately. They have been a generous, loyal, and dedicated supporter and friend for a long, long time. Rants with Rogers is, like I said, he happens to be a journalist and a television professional, so you'll see a lot of professionalism when it comes to his productions and the way he's handling his channel, but always warm, always welcoming, always down-to-earth, level-headed, and like I said, a very loyal and dedicated supporter. So I hope you'll enjoy that when you get there. He's got 2,200 subscribers on the channel right now. I'm hoping we can push them a little bit farther towards the 2,300 that they'll soon be thinking about, fully monetized, so they've got Super Chats and memberships available when you get there to support them with. I didn't make the mistake of not looking at Love Doctor TV, did I? No, okay, we just looked at it. Yes, I didn't want to make that mistake. Okay, so Craft and Share with Heather is a brand new member for Tuber Chat this weekend. So we're looking at this channel for what I believe is the second time. And we'll see what they've got going on here. Now, I've still got to get to know the content on this channel, but when you talk about crafting, I think we can get an idea, even just by some of the thumbnails here. We see some positivity in this thumbnail, obviously. What I'm going to do is take your latest video. I'm going to add this into my catch-up list, and that will allow me to get caught up with your channel, get to know your content a little bit better, and make sure I don't fall too far behind. Craft and Share with Heather has 127 subscribers right now. I'm hoping we can push them a little bit farther, maybe even up and over the 130 they're thinking about today, and a little bit farther on the road towards 200. So I'm looking forward to getting to know the content on this channel, and hopefully you will too. I'm just going to look at our list, refresh my page, and see what I can do about adding some more names to our wheel. I see that I made a mistake actually when I added a few names there, but that's okay. I'm using a different robot today, so I talk about this a lot today. ALOT is in the house. That's ProTech Sports Network with a second channel. Good to see you here. So I use 4 different robots in the chat. I use Nightbot, Streamlabs, Stream Elements, and Bottissimo. And it might seem like overkill, but one of the reasons why I do it is because if one robot goes down, which happened today, you can use another one to pick up the slack, especially when you start to have things like memberships on your channel and you're making promises to creators. You want to make sure that you're able to fulfill those. So, what I'm doing today is using Streamlabs in place of my regular robot, and we will add these channels that have been here for quite some time. It does a calculation not just of how long you're here, but how much you've been interacting with other creators in the chat as well. We'll add these channels onto the wheel in order. This First Time Fishing Adventures, Experience Africans, and Vibes with the Thompson Family will come up for now, and then we'll get some more names as we need them. I have to remember to put these in order. Let's spin the wheel. We'll get another channel up here. And on the Streamlabs list, let's see, I was wondering about that. There you are, Mose. So you're right along with the How-To Lady, Philip Lemon. So because we've got a lot of members and a couple people who drop super chats that have already been on the wheel, most 6510 models will be in the next round. Actually, I'm just going to add it right now. Most 6510 models will be added right now, and in the next round, the How-To Lady and probably Philip Lemon will be added as well. And then, yeah, so it's not just about how long everybody's here, right? It does some kind of an arbitrary calculation in how the messages are running through the chat. So not that I want anybody to try to cheat, but the longer the message, the better. And that's why I say the more you interact with other creators, the better chance we have of getting added. So I think I'm ripping off somebody's chance on the wheel. If anybody noticed what name just came up, If I'm mistaken that it wasn't Back Alley Stock Picks, then we will get to them right away because I interfered with the wheel by adding another name. But we'll look at Back Alley Stock Picks right now. Courtney Shanice Reviews, good to see you in the house. Thank you for coming in. And if anybody in the house is willing to swap playlists, you can simply say, I am willing to swap playlists in the chat. Other creators should reach out to you. If you see somebody say that and you're willing, please reach out to them. Everybody's free to make those arrangements independently and individually, of course. And that is, of course, for the purpose of gaining watch hours. So Back Alley Stock Picks is here with 340 subscribers. I'm hoping we can push them a little bit farther. This is a fellow Canadian and a truck driver, and they are bringing us a level-headed and down-to-earth look at their ideas for what might happen with some of the stocks that they're watching or investing in the short term and long term. So it's really, really cool that we've got a couple of these channels here in the Superchat family now, and I think it's important for everybody to get as much information as possible when it comes to finances, so that when we think about the idea of monetizing our businesses and our channels and things like this, wouldn't it be a wonderful world if we could maximize the impact of the income that's going to come through after that monetization brings us income. ALOT has just dropped a super chat on us. Thank you for that. They've done that many times before. That is ProTech Sports Network with a second channel. We'll look at both of those next when we bring their channel up. Back Alley Stock Picks is bringing us a mix now of streams, videos, and shorts. I got to make sure I don't fall too far behind with you. I'm going to take this particular video. This must be the one that I just had set to share for you. I'm going to add that into my catch-up list so I can catch up, and I'm going to hopefully go through these shorts as well. I don't watch a lot of shorts just because I'm on a computer 99% of the time when I'm on YouTube, but I intend on watching more shorts in the coming weeks, months. Let's look at ALOT. Now, let me use my filter to make sure I get to this channel the right way. Oh, why doesn't it want to come up right away? Do I have to put quotes around it? What I'll do is I'll drop the link for this channel when I get to it, just to save everybody a moment. Bautissimo may have dropped a link for them as soon as they drop that super chat. It's supposed to do that. Bautissimo hasn't been working perfectly today, so I can't bet on it. Yeah, it looks like it's there. So there's a link for ALOT right under their super chat. Excuse me, this has been a generous, loyal, and dedicated supporter and friend for a long, long time. They have got they have got a they have got a couple of channels. We'll look at both of those. EC Emily is making me laugh. I do. I have a bottle of water here, so thank you for that. And typically I end up drinking diet soda the whole time that I'm on. That's one of the reasons. So there's two reasons why I use a mug, right? If you notice on television talk shows, they always drink from a mug, whether they hold it properly or not. And it's because it looks better than drinking from a bottle or a can. But as well, you can't tell what's in it. It's always diet soda for me, which is worse than regular soda, it seems. I've gained more weight since drinking diet stuff than I ever did drinking Pepsi and stuff like that. But thank you for that. So EC Emily, for that reason, we're going to look at your channel right after we look at these two from ALOT. So like I said, this has been a loyal and dedicated supporter and friend for a long time. I've had the pleasure of hanging out with them on both of their channels for live streams. And they are a compelling storyteller. So when you visit them here on their second channel, ALOT, A Life of Tone, you will find some sneaker talk lately, a lot of live streams, and this is where they really give us a great look at the creator behind the channels. But you'll notice the logo there for ProTech Sports. I'm just going to pull up their second channel. If it wasn't for ProTech Sports Network, I wouldn't know anything about football at all. I still don't know anything, but the tiny sliver of information that I do have comes from ProTech Sports Network. But they have been a generous, loyal, and dedicated supporter for a long, long time. They're getting so dangerously close to 2,000 subscribers right now. So I'm hoping that everybody will connect with them on both of their channels. They're fully monetized over here with Super Chats and memberships available. I'm just going to take your latest video here and add this into my catch-up list to make sure I catch up with you over here as well. I'm actually just going to take your featured video as well and see what you've done there. So thank you again for your super chat. I really do appreciate that. Like I said, they've been a generous, loyal, and dedicated supporter for a long time. Katie from Popping the Popcorn has come into the chat. Thank you for coming in. ALOT will swap playlists as well. So if anybody in the house would like to do that, you can reach out to them or anybody else by simply saying, I am willing to swap playlists. Yeah, no, in my case, Makeup Mom and Son, it's surprising. I used to work in nightclubs and bars for like 25 years, so I had my share of rum and every other kind of thing you can drink, but typically it's a lot less than anybody might imagine these days, except for New Year's Eve. So EC Emily has been actually connected to Tuber Chat for a long time. They've come in occasionally, and it's great to have you back in the chat today. They actually came through from a raid from Blue Jeans Network and Cubs Den yesterday, who are a couple of very knowledgeable creators who also help everybody grow their channels and move their videos. So EC Emily has 635 subscribers. I'm just going to take your latest video, add it into my catch-up list so that I can get caught up with your channel, make sure I don't fall too far behind, and hopefully we can push her towards the 700 that she'll soon be thinking about. Thank you again for your super chat. I really do appreciate that extra support. If anybody in the house has not already given a thumbs up for today's live stream, I hope that you will. They really do help. I hope everybody's always giving each other thumbs up when you're out supporting each other. If you're on a phone, I know you have to turn the chat off to do it, but you don't lose your place. It only takes a moment. I will appreciate it greatly. Even I have to be reminded when I'm on a phone from time to time. ComNatural247, good to see you in the house. Thank you for coming in. And Charlene Heel is coming up. She's got a couple of channels too, as a matter of fact. Charlene Heel is a powerhouse of energy, positivity, and motivation. So we're going to see what they've got going on their channel. And then thank you, ComNatural247. Yeah, these days a lot of people, or especially today, a lot of people are experiencing some bad weather. So certainly don't want anybody to try to chat if you happen to be listening and driving. I do appreciate every moment everybody can spend, of course. I do the same thing. Sometimes I, will be on a live stream if I'm driving, but I'm just listening to it, not interacting at all. Black Phoenix, thank you so much for the super chat. They've done that many times before. Black Phoenix has been a generous, loyal, and dedicated supporter for a long time. And we're going to look at their channel next for that reason before I spin the wheel again. So thank you for that extra support. I really do appreciate that. Charlene Heel has 544 subscribers on this channel. I'm hoping we can push her a little bit farther towards the 600 that they'll be thinking about. And Charlene Heel, like I said, is a powerhouse of energy, positivity, motivation. You'll find that here in Tuber Chat. She engages conversation and is always active. But when she is out visiting other channels like yours, after you connect with her, you will find she is always spreading energy, positivity, motivation, and engagement in conversation through your chat, which is a great service to any host. You're really doing a great favor to any host when you're in a premiere or live stream and engaging conversation, because you're sending engagement signals to the algorithm, and that will hopefully push them out in the coming days, weeks, and possibly even longer. So when we look at business services and opportunities, we see a second channel from the same creator, from Charlene Heel. And this is just a brand new channel with 22 subscribers, but I'm hoping we can support her and push her up on both channels, get this one rolling up to the 25 that she's thinking about today, and get her moving on the road to the first 100. We know that the first 100 is more challenging than ever these days. YouTube seems to be the hardest when it comes to purging and glitching and all those other fun things on creators who are under 100. So we have to do everything that we can for each other when we're connected connecting as it is, but especially when it comes to channels under 100, we want to do as much as we can to give them an extra boost. So Black Phoenix is here. When you look for this channel, we're really doing them a great service with a popular name like this when we search, find, and click on them. So I hope that you will. Just please make sure you're matching the avatar so you get to the right Black Phoenix. This is a gaming live streamer more than anything else. They do mix up some videos in between the live stream, so I'm just going to take this extra video here, add this into my catch-up list. That will help me get caught up with you. I'm actually going to take a really long one for you because now that we're past Monday, I've got all the time in the world to run that catch-up list, so I'm going to take a 4-hour live stream here. And Black Phoenix has showed generosity, loyalty, and dedication as a supporter and friend for a long, long time. They are always spreading positivity and motivation for others in the chat, for which I'm very grateful. It makes it a dream to run a stream like this when you have creators like this that are spreading positivity and motivation to each other. So let's spin the wheel. We'll get another channel up here. I'm going to start moving a little bit faster. We got about 45 minutes to go. I want to get through as many channels as I can. Msk 6510 models is coming up right now. If I've missed anything in the chat that you've meant for me to see, like a question or a comment, just please mention it again with 3 thumbs up or @mention Superchat Connecting Grow. That should help me see it a little bit easier, and hopefully we'll catch it the next time around. Msk 6510 models is well beyond 11,000 subscribers right now, so obviously this is a creator where there is much to be learned from as well as entertained and inspired by. They bring us model videos talking about, you know, most of us have seen these. I did a lot of these when I was a young boy. My grandparents would buy me a lot of different models. They would do that to keep me and my cousin busy together, and we would do different, I forget now, but I feel like boats and planes and things like this. I'm just going to take your latest video, Mose, and add this into my catch-up list so I don't fall too far behind. He mixes up the live streams and videos, but he also is a creator that will hop in on other people's live streams. We see that frequently, more often from Corinne's life, pardon me, than any other. But what I can tell you about this particular creator is, even though their channel is just rapidly gaining so many thousands of subscribers, they're really on a roll. You know, they instinctively have a lot of knowledge when it comes to YouTube. They do extensive experimenting when it comes to the algorithm and trying to figure out the different things that are going to help the videos and the channel move and get exposed. Pardon me, wow. And Msk 6510 model shares their knowledge, so they've become a friend over a long period of time. They've reached out several times without being asked to share information that they think that can benefit both myself and especially everybody here in the Superchat family. And for that, I'm very grateful. It shows another form of generosity that can be displayed between different creators. Msk 6510 models absolutely loves helping other creators move their channels and their videos as well. So I hope you'll visit them. I hope you'll see what they've got going on, get an idea of the different things that they're doing that are really making their videos fly. They're fully monetized, so there's lots of ways to support them while you're there doing that, including super chats and memberships, of course. So we'll spin the wheel, we'll get another channel up here, and it'll be time for me to add some more names onto the wheel. We'll do that in a moment. Vibes with the Thompson family is an extremely supportive creator. When I'm out bouncing in between premieres and live streams, I run into Vibes with the Thompson family regularly. They mix up their videos and live streams as well. They've got 1,180 subscribers right now. I'm hoping we can push them a little bit farther towards the 1,200 that they'll be thinking about. Just setting my reminder on your premiere here. I'm going to take your 7-minute video and add this into my catch-up list to make sure I catch up with you and don't fall too far behind. Pardon me, they're posting frequently. Seems like just about every day, as a matter of fact. Call Me Ender has come into the stream. They happen to be a member, so I'm going to add them onto the wheel right away, as we always do with our members. And I did say I'm going to get some more names from our chat list, so I'm going to refresh our list right now. and we'll go back to Vibes with the Thompson family. We see pure variety on this channel. I hope everybody will check that out. And like I said, they are a loyal and dedicated supporter and have been for a long time, so I'm hoping we can push them a little bit farther, and you'll see that kind of support coming back to you after you connect with them. Past Life Explorer, good to see you in the house. Thank you for coming in. That's another creator who's been with us from the beginning. Single-handedly responsible for introducing us into the paranormal genre, where we have a lot of friends and loyal and dedicated supporters who have been with us for a long period of time, and even influenced the idea behind my first couple of paranormal investigations, for which I still have to make a couple of videos. And I'm just going to add some more names onto our wheel right now. So St. Clair's Republic we looked at, right? Philip Lemon is coming up. This, I think, is a brand new creator here in Superchat we'll be looking at for the first time. The How To Lady, as predicted, is the next channel that is coming up, and I'll add one more, and then we will continue. Happy Waggy Remedies will come up. I'll add some more names as we need them. So let's spin. We'll get another channel up here. I'm using a different robot than I usually use today. I usually use Bottissimo, but their statistics feature was down right before I started. And so I'm using Streamlabs to fill in that gap. Streamlabs also does a great job. As you can see, you have to do a little bit more to get that going, but it only takes a couple of clicks, really. Call Me Ender is dropping a highlighted milestone message through the chat. Whenever you're a member on a channel, if the host has those enabled, you get one of those messages for free every month. It looks like a super chat, but allows you to highlight a message. So exciting news from Call Me Ender. Now that they have an editor, they will be able to reach their goal of going daily again. That's very cool. Very, very cool. I'm just curious what you mean about an editor. Have you got somebody helping you, or do you mean you've got an editing program that you're going to be able to use to make things faster? Call Me Ender has been another generous, loyal, and dedicated supporter for a long time. He actually supports on all of my channels, and it's interesting to note I put the 24-hour music stream back up, and that will be running now. I didn't have enough time to be able to look after that during the month of December. Things got busier for me than I expected. So we've put that back up. That will roll 24/7 with the exception only of resetting twice a day at 9 a.m. and 9 p.m. Eastern. We will go and look at that after today's live stream in another half hour or so. I will drop the link for that. We'll go over, we'll raid that channel, and everybody can see what on earth I'm talking about. All of the same music that you hear in the background of Superchat is available as royalty-free music that you can use in your videos and live streams, and we let that 24-hour live stream run so that you can allow that to run in the background of your own live streams. There's no vocals or anything like that, so you don't have to worry about being sung over or talk over. And Call Me Ender is the stream boss. Now let me see if I can reset that. When you send those milestone messages, I think it gives the impression similar to somebody like beginning a membership. Yeah, so that's interesting. You hit that for free, which is cool. What we're talking about is the video game life meter under my camera there. Whenever somebody gives a Super Chatter membership, they knock a little bit of life off of the last stream boss, and then eventually somebody becomes the stream boss. Yes, Michael's Adventures, I will look forward to our conversations again. It's the one thing that I've missed more than anything else about not running the 24-hour music stream is the conversations that can be had in there. Michael's Adventures is an unbelievably supportive creator and has become a dear friend over a long period of time, and we've had many late night conversations during that stream. Everybody's free to connect over there, and we do have link drops over there. Southern Sandy, good to see you here. Thank you for coming in. And First Time Fishing Adventures is showing us different types of fishing in different areas, which is really, really cool. 570 subscribers for this creator right now. I'm hoping we can push them a little bit farther towards the 600 that they'll be thinking about very soon. Time to spin the wheel. We'll get another channel up here. Be Amazing Sylvia is somebody I've been connected to for about 2 years now. I was introduced to the small YouTuber community, and we only use those words because they're so unbelievably popular on YouTube, right? That's how we describe it. But I'd already been on YouTube for a couple of years, and then I was introduced to Be Amazing Sylvia and a lot of her friends, and I was overwhelmed by the generosity that I saw in these creators willing to not only help your channel by helping you, giving you tips and tricks to avoid mistakes and giving you things that will help you move a little bit faster, but also, when saying, like, first of all, hey, I'm going to start another channel, I'm going to do the same thing that you do, these creators say, we'll help you build it, as opposed to, no, don't copy us and don't do that and don't compete with us and stuff like that. It's so interesting and overwhelming to me. This is why I put so much focus on the idea of generosity, because it's the single most influential way that I can put what I saw when I first entered this space and met these generous creators. So Be Amazing Sylvia is part of the Drop the Link Day crew, where every day of the week they do a live stream between 6 different creators that allow you to connect with other YouTubers the same way that we do here in Superchat, or in a very similar way. And Drop the Link Day has become quite a popular program that they've got running. Be Amazing Sylvia has been a part of that for as long as I remember. She's got 3,370 subscribers right now, approaching 3,400. So there's obviously much to be learned from this creator, as well as being entertained and inspired by. She does pure variety on her channel in between those Drop the Link Day live streams. So I'm hoping that you'll go and see what she's got going over there. I'm going to set my reminder for your premiere here. There is a trailer for the Drop the Link Day that I'm talking about. Here's an example of it that was done this past Wednesday. She's got lots more live streams as well. She's streaming and producing and popping out videos almost every single day. I just want to grab something else. I'll take this. Oh, you did a shout out for Thrill Seeks. Check that out. I'm happy to see creators supporting each other, but that's fun to see. She did a shout out for Superchat a while back, but it's nice to see such a great shout out video for our dear friend Thrill Seeks. So I'm going to add that into my catch up list. That will help me catch up, make sure I don't fall too far behind with the channel. Be Amazing Sylvia, like I said, is posting every day. Now I just want to show you as well, on her front page she's got a lot of featured channels, including there's Team Build with Geo from the Drop the Link Day crew and a lot of other familiar faces. My YouTube BFF Fern's Junk Closet is there. Here's Sylvia and C Daily. Now this channel has 180 subscribers. This is a second channel from Be Amazing Sylvia, where we get a better behind the scenes look at the creator behind the channels. So I'm hoping that everybody will support her on both. We'd love to push this channel up towards the 200 that we know she's thinking about here. Living Beautifully, good to see you in the house. Thank you for coming in. Yes, and Past Life Explorer. There are a few creators, probably more than I think about, but it is a small amount considering, like, Superchat now is over 3,000, this and that. There are a few creators who are truly becoming or have become influencers in their genre or theme, and this is how I've always looked at the Past Life Explorer. Past Life Explorer has been a friend for a long time. They always have engaging conversation on their panel, but they were one of the first creators to be able to build up a big StreamYard panel of, what, if I remember right, I feel like I remember seeing like 6, 7, 8, 9, maybe even 10 people on their panel from a long time ago. Past Life Explorer has been with us for well over a year now. And they have introduced Superchat to so many other creators that have become loyal and dedicated supporters and friends that I've probably forgotten now how many people there really are that have come from the Past Life Explorer in the first place. Their channel also was something that a lot of people were drawn to. So you can imagine, as the host of Tuber Chat, what happens is I hear from people and messages that I get from people and this and that, and I try to go back over the chats a little bit and see what's been going on and get an idea of everybody's feelings and stuff like that. And Past Life Explorer was a channel that stood out to everybody immediately when they first started coming in. So now we're looking at the essence of Sonia, another creator who's been with Tuber Chat from the very beginning. She makes occasional appearances here and has many times before. She's been a generous, loyal, and dedicated supporter for a long, long time. She's got almost 1,700 subscribers right now. I'm hoping we can push her a little bit farther. There's a lot of variety on this channel, but what we see more than anything else are these reviews, more so than like a mukbang video and things like that, but we get a great look at the creator behind the channel because of this. So I'm just going to take your latest one. I'm going to add this into my catch-up list to make sure I don't fall too far behind, stay caught up with your channel. You can see a lot of featured channels here from the essence of Sonia as well, and I always think that speaks volumes about the creator behind the channel when they show that kind of generosity. This is a collaboration we talked about earlier today that can really be a benefit that anybody's willing to do it. You can imagine the impact when your channel is featured on so many other creators' front pages, so we do that as well. And of course, the essence of Sonia is one of the first creators to be included in our featured channels. So I hope everybody will connect with her. Like I said, we'd love to push her a little bit closer to the 1,700 that she's thinking about. Did Kid Wonder come in? I saw somebody mentioning Kid Wonder. Oh, no, maybe because his link is dropped. See, Kid Wonder's Life of Wonder happens to be a gold member, so their link will be dropped in the chat by Nightbot every 30 minutes or so, along with our other gold members. Journey with Kiki, good to see you in the house. Thank you for coming in, and we're looking at a brand new channel right now. So Philip Lemon is here for the first time. Now, I don't watch videos or subscribe while I live stream, but what I'm going to do is take one of your latest videos. I usually look for something around 10 minutes. If you have something like that, I'll take this Call of Duty on Omelette Arcade, and I will add this into my watch later list. What that will allow me to do is after the live stream today, I'll go through my watch later list. I'll watch your video in full. I'll leave you a meaningful, genuine comment related to the content of that Call of Duty video. I'll give you a thumbs up, subscribe, turn your notification bell on, as I do for all creators. That should make our connection stick. Then hopefully you're subscribed to Tuber Chat as well, and you have our notification bell on so you don't miss our further live streams. We're always here Friday, Saturday, Sunday, and Monday, but the times change so that we can meet different creators from around the world in different time zones. So I'm going to spin the wheel again. If anybody in the house is willing to swap playlists with each other for the purpose of gaining watch hours, please just simply say, I am willing to swap playlists in the chat. Other creators should reach out to you. If you see somebody say that and you're willing, please reach out to them. Everybody's free to make those arrangements independently and individually, of course. So Call Me Ender is up here right now. He sent a highlighted milestone message through the chat earlier. He happens to be a member and gets one of those messages for free every month, but he's been a generous, loyal, and dedicated supporter and friend for a long time. He supports on all of my channels, as a matter of fact, and hopefully you'll enjoy that kind of support coming back to you after you connect with him. And oh, you have someone helping. That's what you meant. And then that's very cool. So Call Me Ender's got a little bit of help with some video editing, so they'll be able to put out more content for us. They mix up the videos and live streams, but what we find more than anything else is Dead by Daylight gameplay videos here. And they just put a video out, actually, right now, minutes ago, literally. I'll take that video and add it into my catch-up list. And they recently put out a poll on their channel as well, which is a cool idea, to ask their viewers what they want to see, if they want more Dead by Daylight gameplay or if they want to see different things. So Call Me Ender has 523 subscribers right now. It's great to see that they've got that shiny new community tab and have had that for a little while. I'm hoping we can push them a little bit farther towards the now 600 subscribers that they're going to be thinking about. I'm just going to look at my list and see what I can do about adding some names to our wheel from our chat list. The how-to lady always spreads so much positivity through the chat. She says the kindest things, but she is somebody who definitely does a lot of promoting of other creators in many different ways. So when you get to her channel, you'll see what I'm talking about. She's done a lot of videos that promote other small businesses, YouTubers. She's done one of the most considerate and thoughtful jobs on a video for Superchat a while back. That's on our front page, of course. We always put shout out videos like that on there. Nishina May is coming up on the wheel along with Wandering Hippie, and I'll see if I can get maybe even one more channel. Catherine with Friends has been with us for quite some time. She's actually been with Superchat from the very beginning, and then we'll spin the wheel and we'll get another channel up here. The how-to lady. She does a lot of other content as well if you follow her on the other social networks. Lele Scratcher Lottery, good to see you here in the Pittsburgh Artist Studio. It's good to have you back in the house as well. Thank you for coming back in. Forgive me if I've missed anybody in the chat. I certainly don't mean to. As long as everybody's still active, we should get around to everybody. And if you've mentioned a question or a comment that you meant for me to see that I did miss, please just mention it again with 3 thumbs up or @mention Superchat Connect and Grow. I will keep my eyes open, hopefully catch it the next time around. And the how-to lady is here. What we see on this channel is a lot of positivity and motivation, particularly with fitness more than anything else lately. I got to catch up with some more of your new content, actually. How to plan holiday event, how to celebrate with family, how to plan a holiday event at home. So I'm just going to take your second latest one. Now, with the name like the How-To Lady, of course you can bet there's much to be learned from this creator as well as entertained and inspired by. She's getting incredibly close to the 500 subscribers that is going to see that community tab pop up. And we'd love to have it for this creator as well as everybody else, of course. But you'll notice the branding on this channel. She's recently done a facelift. It's getting on a few months now, where she matched all of her thumbnails to her banner, her avatar. And the reason why I put so much focus on this is because when you get to her second channel, you'll see similar branding, just with a different color palette. And what will happen here then is when somebody sees a video that they've enjoyed from this creator, and then is suggested another video, regardless of which channel it's on, that viewer will likely be inclined to click on that video because they already know that they recognize they enjoyed this creator's content, which is really, really cool. So here we see fashion from the same creator that's bringing us motivation on their other channel. Hopefully everybody will enjoy connecting with her on both. This channel has got 50 subscribers right now. They're halfway on the road to the first 100. Like I said, we have to do everything we can for each other while we're connecting these days anyway. But when we see channels under 100, we know that YouTube is being hardest on them with the purges and playing around with their numbers that YouTube likes to do. So we want to go an extra step for these creators if we can. When you look at the How-To Lady on her main channel, if you dig through her videos, you'll see different series of videos where she is promoting others in many different ways. So I'm always happy to see that kind of collaboration between creators or promotion. It shows a lot of generosity, and the How-To Lady is always spreading all kinds of positivity, motivation here in the chat. The Zam fam is fairly new to Superchat, just finding us this week, and they have become a member right away, for which I'm grateful. They've already got their community tab because they're well over 500 subscribers and now only a handful away from 600. So we'd love to push them towards their next milestone. I'm going to take your latest Spanish battle video and add this into my catch-up list. That will allow me to catch up with your content a little bit better, get to know the channel a little bit farther, and then make sure I don't fall too far behind. Towels Art and Game is here. Did we look at Towels Art and Game's channel earlier today? I think we did. I think Towels Art and Game was here at the very beginning, so I had you on the wheel already. I'm quite sure we looked at your channel right near the beginning of the stream, as a matter of fact. Towels Art and Game is an incredibly supportive creator, and one of the things I mention about them regularly is the fact that they share for everybody so much on the other social networks. So, The Zam fam, it's great to have you here. Thank you again for that membership. Hopefully everybody will connect with them if you haven't already. And like I said, we'd love to get them up and over maybe even the 600 that they're thinking about. So let's spin the wheel. We'll get another channel up here. If anybody hasn't already given a thumbs up for today's live stream, I hope that you will. They really do help. I hope everybody's always giving each other thumbs up when you're out supporting each other. If you're on a phone, I know you have to turn the chat off to do it, but you don't lose your place. It only takes a moment. I will appreciate it greatly. And we're doing great today. We've got almost 90 thumbs up. It is possible for us to hit 100 before we finish the stream today. We've done it many times before, but it's always fun to watch those numbers, so I'll appreciate that from everybody. Next, we're looking at my love, Kristen Welton, and we live together close to Niagara Falls, Ontario, Canada, and have for quite some time now. But she's got her own channel doing her own thing. She's here both as a moderator and as a member, as you can imagine. Mr. Bones, good to see you in the house. Thank you for coming in. And Kristen Welton does a similar job as to what we were talking about with the How-To Lady, where what you see from her videos lately is a lot of matching of the thumbnails, so she definitely has claimed her own brand and colors there, and that matches the avatar and banner, like I said. So when you see a video from this creator suggested, chances are you will automatically hit another one from this creator when it's suggested to you in the YouTube search results. This is why we pardon me, why we put so much focus on consistency and branding. And thank you, Cabaret Gaming. So Kristen Welton has all kinds of different videos on her channel, lifestyle videos, collaborations with other creators, live streams, and unboxing and product review videos as well. Oh, she's actually just let me know that if I click over to the community tab, you'll get an idea of the snow. So that literally, there's my truck right there. And this is what it looks like when we look out the window. So this is what I'm trying to decide in the next hour, whether I'm going to go out and engage in driving in any of this. It's 4x4, so I don't have to worry about the snow and stuff like that. But I'll have a look at the news and see what the highways are like before I think about that. But it's an interesting look at what's going on. So Kristen Welton, you can find that on her community tab if you want to have a better look. She also does shorts. She's getting some great activity there with one video, I believe, at 19,000 views, another at 29,000 views. So I hope you'll connect with her. She's fully monetized. Lots of ways to support her when we get there, including super chats and memberships. And yeah, hopefully you're doing okay, Towels Art and Game. Sorry you haven't been able to catch up with sleep, but like I said, that's an incredibly supportive creator, and hopefully everybody will connect with them if you haven't already. We looked at their channel earlier. Makeup Mom and Son is coming right now, and Michael's Adventures, I think, has taken off to work, so thank you so much for the time that you spent. I really do appreciate every moment everybody can spend. Michael's Adventures is one of the most supportive creators that I've met on all of YouTube, and is a shining jewel in the Superchat family, and has become a dear friend over a long period of time. So, Popping the Popcorn's never actually seen snow, apparently. That's interesting, where somebody like me can't imagine it because it's always been a part of my life, right? But I forget that there are climates where it just doesn't exist. I have a cousin who had always lived in Florida, and with the exception of coming to visit, would have otherwise never seen it either. So Makeup Mom and Son has over 1,000 subscribers. They're getting close to 1,100 right now. I'm hoping we can push them a little bit farther. This is another incredibly generous, loyal, and dedicated supporter. She's become a dear friend over a long period of time. She shows generosity in every way that you can on YouTube and over and above, as a matter of fact. And she is a very much loved and well-respected creator. One of the stories I haven't been telling lately, but I mentioned for a long period of time, when she started live streaming about 6 months ago, her very first live stream went on for, I believe it was 4.5 hours, and was rated 3 times. And that, I think, speaks volumes about the creator behind the channel, to know that they've got so much support coming in because of the support that they give to others. Now, she does a mix of a lot of different content on her channel, but is always conscious of the idea of providing new content for her creators. So I caught her in a conversation the other day where she was literally discussing the idea that she does a lot of unboxing videos from the monthly subscription boxes like BoxyCharm, but is saying like she's going to consider some different boxes so that her viewers have some new content to see, which is really, really cool. I love monthly subscription boxes of all kinds, and I know they're very popular. So Makeup Mom and Son does a lot of different content on her channel, though. A lot of like kind of get ready with me type stuff, a lot of random live streams, a lot of StreamYard panels with other friends, both that we've seen here and some that we haven't. She's doing an interview series right now that's been going on for a long time, and I've been honored to have been a part of that, where she's introducing us to different creators every Saturday. And you will find some of the people that you already know from the Superchat family, and about half of the people she's interviewing are brand new people you'll be meeting for the first time. She will always allow and encourage everybody to connect in her live streams and premieres the same way that we do here in Superchat. So you'll likely meet lots of friends and family members over there when you visit Makeup Mom and Son. So I'm going to spin the wheel again. I'm overdue for getting names onto the wheel from our chat list, but I'll do that in another second. Again, if anybody hasn't already given a thumbs up, I hope that you will. I'll get a few names on the wheel now because it's been a little while. So we'll do that before we look at Happy Nwagi Remedies. This is the second time we're looking at this channel. Pardon me. Let me refresh my list, and then we'll get to adding those names. I have not been doing a good job of drinking enough today. Happy Nwagi Remedies is bringing us a channel that I still have to get to know, as a matter of fact. They're just here for the second time. So what I'm going to do is take this how to get rid of heartburn video. This looks like something everybody could use. I'm going to add this into my catch-up list. That will let me get caught up with your content a little bit, get to know your channel a little bit better, make sure I don't fall too far behind. Now, we don't have a sub count on this channel, but that's okay. We just want to push them towards the next milestone that they're working towards. We all know what it's like to hit different milestones, whether we're working on our first 5 or 10 or 50 or 100 or 1,000 or even more. So we just want to push each other along. As long as everybody's supporting each other as much as we possibly can, everybody will be just fine. So I'm just going to look at my list here. I've refreshed. I'm going to see what I can do about adding some names to the wheel. I'm using a different system than I usually do because my regular robot is down for today. Mortgage with Me is coming up. Aggie Taurus. And Living Life with Lisa. Is Palettes, Pouts, Perfumes, and Panning still in the house? Because they've been like right under the radar for the wheel for a while now. So let's spin. Happy Nwagi Remedies is up right now. And our featured channel for today is Peter Dell. They have a very different time zone from us because they happen to be in Australia, but they are somebody who shows all kinds of motivation, inspiration, and positivity here in the chat, for which I'm grateful. I wanted to introduce that channel to everybody. Ruth Oham's Journey, good to see you in the house. Thank you for coming back in. And Mr. Bones, I did welcome you, I hope, right? I see you in the chat. I feel like I missed a channel coming in. I certainly don't mean to. Timmy Ray the King, good to see you. I think you were here yesterday, and I might have missed welcoming you as well, so forgive me for that. But it's good to have you here. Yeah, maybe not for a while, Popping the Popcorn. That's okay. Palettes, Pouts, Perfumes, and Panning was featured earlier. They've been here since the beginning of the stream. And then thank you so much, Towels Art and Game. That's an incredibly supportive creator. I really do appreciate everything that you do, both for Tuber Chat and for everybody else out there. They share an incredible amount of videos. Oh, there you are. Palettes, Pouts, Perfumes, and Panning was here in the beginning. They actually gave us a subject to talk about at the beginning of the stream, which was really cool. So, Mortgage with Me is here, another incredibly supportive creator. They're out supporting others regularly all the time. I'm just going to take your vision board video. I thought I watched this vision board video. It's interesting when you talk about the idea of a vision board, right? And I don't want to do a butchering job of trying to explain exactly what that is. The way that Mortgage with Me is showing us right now is taking different pictures of things that it might be something that are inspirational or motivational or something that you want or need. And you can, in this case, they're literally cutting these out from magazines and then putting them together. And what this can do is, if you're somebody who has a place that you can put something like that, like maybe you have an office or a desk or somewhere that you work or somewhere that you look at all the time, you can put that up and it just keeps the reminder that can motivate you towards some of the things that you want. Earlier we looked at, Kristen Welton showed us a picture of the snow outside, and I just showed everybody my truck. Now, I've had it for a long time. I had that truck on my desktop of my computer for 2 years before I bought it, because, you know, I've always wanted an F-150. I've been lucky enough to be able to have gotten one finally. But it's interesting how these things literally manifest themselves, right? I know it's not the same thing to just have a picture on your desktop, but by the same token as what a vision board might be meant to do, you can find a lot of motivation there just by reminding yourself, you know, about some of the things. Even I have a hard time, you know, I feel like I work 16 hours a day, and it's not work because I love most of what I do. But you find yourself in front of maybe a computer 16 hours a day, or tablets or phones and things like that. Sometimes we all need a reminder of what we're doing and why we're here and why we're going through all of this stuff. It's easy to remember, especially when you get into that. But there's a lot more to this channel than these couple of videos about a vision board. So Mortgage with Me is trying to motivate and inspire everybody when it comes to finance, with ideas about saving money and maximizing the impact that we're going to have for the income that we do have. I really like the idea of a lot of these financial channels that have come into the Tuber Chat family lately, because when we think about monetizing either our channels or our businesses, it would be a wonderful world if we could maximize the impact of the income that's going to come from that monetization. Mortgage with Me is one of the creators helping us with that, along with others like the Stock Explorer and Back Alley Stock Picks and a few others that we've seen lately. Artful Healing Unit, good to see you here. Thank you for coming in. Hopefully you're feeling welcome. We have a lot of dynamic creators here. Everybody's willing to connect, so please don't be shy. You can reach out to anybody you'd like to in the chat, and if you take your time, meet people one by one and follow the instructions that you'll find in our video description, you'll find yourself with some new friends and family members for your channel in no time, if that's what you would like. Wandering Hippie is coming up right now. We'll see what they've got going on for us. And for the life of me, I couldn't remember whether we've seen this channel before, but it's the first time that we're putting it on the screen. So we'll see what they've got going on with 730 subscribers. I'd love to give them a warm welcome into the Tuber Chat family. It's an interesting looking channel from what I see so far. Oh, okay. I'm going to have to see what they've got going on here. I'm just going to take their latest video. I'm going to add this into my watch later list, and that will allow me after the live stream to go through my watch later list. I'll watch their video in full. I'll leave them a meaningful, genuine comment related to the content of that video. I will give them a thumbs up, subscribe, turn the notification bell on, of course, as I always do. That should make our connection stick, and then hopefully they're subscribed to Tuber Chat and have our notification bell on as well so they don't miss our further live streams. We're always here Friday, Saturday, Sunday, and Monday, but the times change so that we can meet different creators from around the world in different time zones. Wandering Hippie is an auditor. Okay, I'll have to see what that is. See, I'm in Canada, so things will be a little bit different for me than likely what I will expect from your content. I don't know how much will be exactly the same, but there's obviously much to be learned on that channel, so we'll see what's going on. Palettes, Pouts, Perfumes, and Panning is up now. We talked about that channel earlier. I'm not sure if Wandering Hippie had been in Superchat's live stream before, or if today's the very first time that you've been here, but I know it's the first time we're looking at your channel, so I'm looking forward to seeing what you've got there. Palettes, Pouts, Perfumes, and Panning has 93 subscribers. I'm hoping we can push them a little bit farther and get them rolling. They're getting so close to their 100. We'd love to see them get it. We know that the road to the first 100 is more challenging than ever. YouTube's hardest on channels under 100 when it purges and plays games with all of our numbers. Patrick Kaskoka Art, good to see you back in the house. Thank you for coming back in. Palettes, Pouts, Perfumes, and Panning was featured this weekend, and this is a creator who engages conversation here and is out supporting others, and we see a lot of different variety in their content, even though their theme and genre is beauty products more than anything else. We do see a top 5 list here, another top 5 there, some unboxings, product reviews, and even a giveaway, which is really, really cool. So I hope everybody will reach out to them. They're also a creator who's willing to share information and not afraid to ask questions, and we actually had a discussion inspired by them earlier in the chat at the beginning of today's live stream, so you can go back and see that if you'd like to. We were talking about the idea of whether it's beneficial to have your subscriber number public or private, but I'll let you go back and watch the replay if you want to see what I have to say about that. So let's spin the wheel, and we will get Nishina May up here for what I think is the second time. We'll see what they've got going on their channel, and I'm overdue for getting names on the wheel, so we'll do that in a second. Because of the weather, I'm just going to let us go overtime right now for a little while longer. Usually we cut off after 2.5 hours, but we'll go a bit farther here. I'll get a few more channels up. D at Spectral, good to see you here. Thank you for coming in. Nishina May has 100 subscribers. I'm hoping we can push them a little bit farther. We'd love to see that 100 locked in, and that happens by going a little bit farther. So every time that you're going to hit a milestone, I hope that you'll move a little bit farther, like keep grinding away to make sure you get somewhere between an extra 5 or 10 subscribers, so that if YouTube does play games with your numbers in the next couple of days, you're able to stay above the milestone. It always sucks when we have to drop it below a milestone, and it's happened to be just as much as anybody else. So one of the things I suggest for anybody that's fairly new to Superchat, if you're here for the first time or this is your first weekend with us, I hope that you'll keep track of everybody that you're connecting with, whether it's on an app or a piece of paper or something like that, so that if you do lose a couple of subscribers in the next few days, you can go back very easily and patiently reach out to those creators to connect with them. One of the things that prevents the purging that goes on with YouTube is making sure that you're always following the full procedure. It's very important that we're watching full videos from beginning to end, at least 3 minutes long, if not longer, as well as leaving a meaningful, genuine comment related to the content of the video. Should be 3 or 4 sentences as a minimum. Always giving a thumbs up, always turning the notification bell on, because we have to do everything we can for each other these days, right? And that should make your connection stick. It's more important than ever that we do as much as we possibly can for each other. The instructions for how we connect here in Superchat are always in our video descriptions. So I'm just going to see what I can do about adding a couple more names onto the wheel. Hotaflex Living will come up right now. Simply Quana and Popping the Popcorn. So let's spin and we'll see who's coming up next. And Ruth Olam's Journey, thank you for the positivity in the chat. I always appreciate that. And thank you, everybody, for the 100 thumbs up. We did it. We're at 101 right now by my count, and I really do appreciate that. It's always fun. I don't usually put a lot of focus on that number, but ever since the holidays started, and now that we have this cold weather in so many climates similar to my own, we find a lot more eyeballs on everything online, including YouTube. And I hope everybody's taking advantage of that with a lot of premieres and live streams. But it means that things have been even busier. So TuberChat usually has an average of about 100 channels that come through within a 2 to 2.5 hour period, but it's been explosively more busy over the last couple of weeks. So it's fun because we hit 100 more often than not lately, and I really do appreciate that from everybody. I hope everybody's always giving each other thumbs up when you're out supporting each other. If you haven't already today, I will appreciate it, so thank you for those. Catherine with Friends is here. This has been somebody I've been connected to from the beginning of my small YouTuber journey. I was on YouTube for a couple of years before being introduced to Catherine with Friends. She has been a loyal and dedicated supporter all of this time and has been with TuberChat from the beginning. So I can see I'm behind with the channel. I'm just going to take your latest live stream replay. I'm going to add this into my catch-up list to make sure I get caught up, see what you were up to yesterday. She's fully monetized, lots of ways to support her when we get there, including super chats and memberships, and has been, like I said, a very loyal and dedicated supporter for a long, long time. Well, we don't have a sub count on this channel, but we know that they're well over 1,000 because they've got that monetization. And of course, anytime you see a community tab, you know somebody's over 500. And she's doing the featured channels collaboration here with some familiar faces, including Be The Difference Clothing, Brad Nino, and a few others. And hopefully everybody will enjoy connecting with her, and you'll see that kind of long-term support coming back from Catherine with Friends after you connect with her. Phyllis Brown is in the house and happens to be a member, so we'll add them onto the wheel. We always add the members as soon as I see them in the chat. What I'm going to do right now is I'm going to take another break for about 3 minutes. I'll spin the wheel. We'll get another channel up here. When we get back, I'll add some more names. If anybody in the house is willing to swap playlists with each other for the purpose of gaining watch hours, please just simply say, I am willing to swap playlists. Other creators should reach out to you, and if you see somebody say that and you're willing, please reach out to them. Everybody's free to make those arrangements independently and individually, of course. And when we come back, we'll be looking at popping the popcorn. All right, we're back with Popping the Popcorn. This is Katie, and on her channel, she brings us movie reviews more than anything else, and it's pure opinion on this channel, which is really cool. So as you get to know Katie and her taste in different films that she talks about, you'll be able to make requests for her to give her opinion in a review for any films that you've either already seen or are thinking about watching. And that's really cool. It makes her whole channel very interactive. Katie has been an unbelievably supportive creator to a lot of others. And I know I've described a few creators this way today, but Katie from Popping the Popcorn came into the Superchat family just a few months ago. It's probably getting longer than I thought, about 4 or 5 months ago. But she, right away, was out supporting creators like crazy. And it's always great to see when I'm out bouncing in between premieres and live streams, supporting as much as I can, to run into other creators supporting each other. And I hope that you'll connect with Popping the Popcorn. She's built up quite a reputation as a supporter. And I'd love for everybody to find that kind of support coming back to them as well after you connect with her. Michelle VB, good to see you in the house. Thank you for coming in. Hopefully I haven't missed anybody in the chat. I certainly don't mean to. As long as everybody's still active, we should get around to everybody. We're going way over time, but that's okay. I think I'll go for another 20 minutes or something like that. Katie takes requests, so Mr. Bones makes her watch a lot of movies. Interesting. And then let's spin the wheel. So I'm going to start blazing through channels now. I want to get as many on in the next 20 minutes as we can. What I did was I pinned a link as well. For those of you who haven't already seen it, we have another channel that is a music channel. It's an official music channel, actually. All the same music that you hear in the background of TuberChat is available as royalty-free music that you can use in your videos and live streams. And what we have is a 24-hour live stream that runs, that you can run in the background of your own live stream if you wanted to, or your videos, and all the individual songs have download links in them as well in the bottoms of the descriptions. And it's all instrumental, so everybody can not worry about being spoken over or sung over and things like that. But that stream is running right now. You can head over there whenever you'd like, and we will wrap up TuberChat in a little while. I'll leave this live stream running for an extra 3 minutes at the end. Then we'll go over there. Everybody's free to connect with each other the same way that we do here in that live stream, but we also have a link drop command, which everybody can use as well. So hopefully everybody will enjoy that. I pinned the link so you can go over whenever you'd like, but I'll drop it another couple of times. Experience Africans is an incredibly supportive creator as well. This is somebody who's been with TuberChat for quite some time. They've been a generous, loyal, and dedicated supporter. They bring us pure variety on their channel. With over 1,300 subscribers right now, I'm hoping we can push them a little bit farther towards the 1,400 that they'll soon be thinking about. Thank you, Yarnbarf, very much for your kind words. I really do appreciate that. I appreciate every moment everybody can spend here in TuberChat. I know not everybody can just be here for 2.5 hours because it's convenient for me to stream at this time, but I really do appreciate every moment that everybody spends. I appreciate even if you just come by to say hi, even if you just come by to give that thumbs up, even if you just come by for a few minutes if you can. And this is the other reason why, you know, I'm running a 24-hour stream now on that music channel, so that whenever you feel like connecting with people, you can get over there. And there are people coming in and out frequently. It'll take a little while for us to get the crowd built back up, as it's been off for about a month, but it is a permanent, somewhat 24-hour live stream, so you'll always have people to connect with over there. So let's spin the wheel, and I'll get some more names on the wheel in another second here. We're going to look at Hotaflex Living. This is another creator who's incredibly supportive. They've been with TuberChat for quite some time. They make frequent appearances here, and I see them out supporting other creators as well. So let's see what they got going on their channel right now. Actually, I'm going to get it. I'm just going to refresh my page over here. I got to keep my list refreshed at all times so that it keeps a running total of how who's supposed to be next on the wheel. Hotaflex Living, I can see, I actually just took your video. Did we look at this channel today? I feel like we looked at Hotaflex Living today, unless it was yesterday. So I'm going to move on quickly, and forgive me if I'm wrong about that. If I'm mistaken, we'll go back. to how to flex living, but I think I just added this video into my catch-up list earlier today. Phyllis Brown is coming up, another generous, loyal, and dedicated supporter. They happen to be a member, so I've got them on the wheel already. We always add our members onto the wheel as soon as I see them in the chat every day. So let me see what I can do on our list for adding names to the wheel, and then we'll talk about Phyllis Brown's channel. She's another creator who's out supporting others regularly, which I'm always happy to see. So hopefully after you connect with Phyllis Brown, you'll find that kind of support coming back to you as well. Ace Flaw 1, I think we looked at his channel today too. I'm using a different list than I usually do for this, so it's throwing off my system here. Simply Quana's already on the wheel. Cabaret Gaming is on there. They've got 2 channels. I'll show you both of them. They're actually already over in the music stream too, which is cool. So more opportunity to connect over there. Homestead Family Reclaim will come up, and Princess Beyond Passions is going to come up as well. And let's go see what is going on with Phyllis Brown, and then maybe I'll do the names manually after that. My voice is struggling. I'm going to have to cut off in another 15 minutes or so. So Phyllis Brown brings us pure variety on their channel, but we get a wonderful look at the creator behind the channel as well. They've also invited their son in. D. Bailey Speaks is here frequently as well. I've had the pleasure of hanging out with Phyllis Brown on a couple of live streams where we've got to have conversation. That's a very different type of conversation than we have here in Tuber Chat. You know, everybody's here working on their channel, trying to meet as many creators as you can, as fast as you can. You should be able to meet anywhere between 8 and 10 creators per hour for the time that you spend here in Tuber Chat. Any faster than that is too fast. And the fear is that your connections won't stick. YouTube will take them away in a day or two. We don't want that for everybody. What you'll notice is every channel that I put on the screen that has been here before is subscribed. And that's because I follow the procedure to a T every day, even when I'm out in other people's live streams and things like that. So it's just something to keep in mind. The instructions are always in our video descriptions. You can look at those anytime and just be reminded. So Phyllis Brown doesn't have a sub count right now, but that's okay. We just want to push this creator towards the next milestone, whatever that is that they're looking towards. We know it's over 500 because they've got their community tab there, and we had a discussion about that at the beginning of today's live stream, whether it matters to have your subscribers public or not. So I just give you my opinion on the idea or a couple of ways of looking at it. But here on Tuber Chat, what I try not to do is tell anybody what they should or shouldn't do. Whether you have your subscribers public or not doesn't matter. My suggestion is, in more cases than not, it is beneficial to have them public, but I'm not even saying I'm right about that. That's just what I find in my own experience, what I do on the channels that I own and run. So, we just want to push each other along. Phyllis Brown is a generous, loyal, and dedicated supporter, so it will be a pleasure to push this channel along towards their next milestone and hopefully beyond. And thank you, First Time Fishing Adventures. It's unfortunate that here in Tuber Chat we can't get into much more deep dive conversation because I'm firing through channels as fast as I can. So most of the information is pretty light, hopefully helpful as you get to know me and my own experience, and we have more engagement in the conversation in the chat. We're able to get into a few different things. Our 100th episodes are always full of tips and tricks, and you know, whenever I go on somebody else's channel on a StreamYard panel, usually we're talking YouTube, and there's a lot of opportunity out there to see a lot of different things that I've talked about. But I learn from creators of all sizes every single day. I strive to improve, and that's both for my own channels and others that I run. And I'm always happy to learn and find any trick that I can use to try to move things along a little bit faster, so I always appreciate that. So Cabaret Gaming, 1,220 subscribers right now. I'm hoping we can push them a little bit farther towards the 1,300 that they're thinking about. Cabaret Gaming obviously is a gaming channel. They mix up their different content between live streams and videos. And what you'll find from this creator is when you visit them, they've got a lot of energy that comes out in a positive way and kind of draws you in. You can feel the fun that they're having while they're playing, and that's really cool. And we've got a few creators here in the Superchat family that are like this. Call Me Ender is somebody who's similar. Cabaret Gaming, I speak about this way all the time, and a few others. But this is a creator who also brings us 2 channels. Now, they always come into TuberChat with both channels to give us that extra thumbs up, and I really do appreciate that, but I put focus on it because I want you to see the generosity in this creator while you consider connecting with them. So they've got a second channel here called Cabaret Vlogs. They've recently updated their avatar and banner, and this is where they're giving us some more tech talk about gadgets and technology and things like that. Tutorials and tips is their intention. So hopefully there'll be much to be learned from this creator over here as well. So hopefully everybody will connect with them on both channels. They're already over right now in our music stream. So for anybody that wants to go over there, I've already pinned the link. I'll drop the link another couple of times. And right now I'm just going to add another couple of names from our chat list onto our wheel before I spin. Lele Scratcher Lottery will be added. Pittsburgh Artist Studio has been here for quite some time. I keep hitting something when I'm copying and pasting here. And then Ruth Oham's Journey. I hope I'm pronouncing that right. Ruth Oham's Journey. And then let's spin. We'll see who's coming up next, and I'll add a couple more names afterwards. If there's anybody still watching or listening that hasn't been on the wheel or the screen, just please say anything at all in the chat. I think we'll be able to get through everybody's channel today. I'm not going to go much longer than 10 minutes anyway. My voice has had about as much as it can take, it seems, for the last few days. I'm trying to stay hydrated. Seems to be a challenge in the winter. Pittsburgh Artist Studio, I was lucky enough to catch them for this premiere the other day. They're fully monetized, lots of ways to support them when we get to their channel, including super chats and memberships. Of course, you're going to find a lot of art here on their channel. Pittsburgh Artist Studio has been a loyal and dedicated supporter for a long time. They've got a bit of variety mixed in with their art videos, so they've got almost 1,700 subscribers. I'm hoping we can push them a little bit farther towards that 1,700. And thank you, Wandering Hippie. I appreciate the thumbs up. I appreciate the positivity in the chat. My pleasure, Pittsburgh Artist Studio. I know that it can take a long time these days to get onto the wheel and the screen here in TuberChat. If you can imagine, when we started this over a year and a half ago, there was only 20 or 30 channels coming in, per day. So it was easy for me to put every single channel on the screen in order. Eventually, it got overwhelming, so I added the wheel so that we could have a little bit of fun and suspense, and it would change up the dynamic a bit. We've been doing this a long time, but over the last few weeks, because of the cold weather and climates like mine and the holidays that have come up and had more eyeballs on everything online, including YouTube, it's gotten overwhelmingly busy in TuberChat for the last little while, and we haven't been able to get to everybody's channel. So I know it could take a lot of time. I really do appreciate everybody's patience. The point here, of course, is to be meeting people in the chat. I just put channels on the screen because we need something to do for 2 hours while we're here. I like doing it because it helps me get to know the channels and eventually the creator, so I can do a better job of promoting you every time you're here. But as long as everybody's meeting each other in the chat, then we're doing okay. Higgy Homestead is here. Thank you for coming back in. Mr. Bones is on the wheel. And, I just ripped off a channel's chat there. I think it was Homestead Family Reclaim. I didn't mean to do that. I got to learn to leave the wheel alone while I'm spinning. Homestead Family Reclaim has 307 subscribers. They have been a loyal and dedicated supporter for what I believe is a couple of months already now, actually, and I see them out supporting other creators regularly. Be inspired to teach. Good to see you here. Thank you for coming in. And, oh, goodness, what on earth has gone on here? I made a mistake. I meant to put up Homestead Family Reclaim. And I just ripped off Living Life with Lisa. I don't know what on earth I'm doing over there, copying and pasting. Homestead Family Reclaim has 307 subscribers. I'm hoping we can push them a little bit farther towards the 400 that they're thinking about. I can see I'm falling behind with your channel already. I'm going to take your 17-minute video here, getting the plow truck ready. That's good. That's good news that they got that ready 10 days ago, because today is the day that you might need it. Cute Goth Girl Gamers in the house. Good to see you here. Thank you for coming in. Rambling with the Brums we looked at earlier, right? Yes. Cute Goth Girl Gamer does a lot more than gaming on her channel, but we'll see that soon enough. Homestead Family Reclaim, of course, part of the homesteading community. A lot of very supportive creators in that group, and I'm very happy to have these channels here. If anybody in the house is willing to swap playlists with each other for the purpose of gaining watch hours, please just simply say, I am willing to swap playlists in the chat. Other creators should reach out. And if you see somebody say that, please reach out to them. Everybody's free to make those arrangements independently and individually, of course. Charlie Grace was here in the beginning. I guess you're back. Forgive me for being mistaken about that. We'll make sure that your channel comes up. I can't believe that Makeup Mom and Son, I keep forgetting to put up Keaton Plays It. When you're here, Makeup Mom and Son has a second channel. It's actually, when we talk about Makeup Mom and Son, it's a channel for her son, and I forgot to put it up. I'm making a bit of a mess of my wheel here. And then, my pleasure, Be Inspired to Teach. I'm not sure when you came in, so forgive me for being late and welcoming you. I don't mean to miss anybody in the chat. As long as everybody's still active, we should get around to everybody. Living Life with Lisa. Lisa is coming up now. And we'll see what they've got going on. So here's another creator. Now, we don't have a sub count on this channel, but that's okay. We know it's over 500 because they've got their community tab. We just want to push them towards the next milestone that they're working on. So I'm just going to take their latest video, and I'm going to add this into my catch-up list. That'll help me catch up with their content a little bit, make sure I don't fall too far behind. Interesting when you put that in the chat, Mr. Bones, because I've seen accounts come through trolling that have that as their name. But interesting. I just I think I notice way too much on YouTube sometimes. I certainly don't catch everything, but I certainly have my eyes open all the time. Lele Scratcher Lottery is here and has got a membership. So thank you for that. I really do appreciate that. For that reason, I'm going to look at your channel next. But really what will happen is, now that you're a member, we will add your name to the wheel as soon as I see you in the chat every time that you're here. Ruth Ohm's Journey is talking about watch hours. So the thing here in Tuber Chat, lots of creators are willing to support each other with watch hours by watching playlists for each other. So the best success that you'll have is by reaching out to others by saying, I'm willing to swap playlists. If you're willing to run playlists for other people, they'll be willing to do the same for you. So it's pure variety on Living Life with Lisa, but there's obviously a little bit that we can learn from here. Kristen likes this Javi coffee too. I've had one of those. I can tell it's a little bit different. It's interesting. This coffee comes in a liquid form, but it's interesting that you've got that on your channel there. So I'm looking forward to continuing to get to know Living Life with Lisa, but she's here with us regularly here in Tuber Chat. Oh, eyes. That's funny, Mr. Bones. Interesting. Now that I know what it is, I'll probably giggle every time I see it. But you're right, sometimes typing, especially on a phone, trying to get the emojis to pop up can be a headache. But on a computer, I'm luckily on a computer most of the time, so I'm able to get it done. Lori's Tech Time happens to be a member, so we'll get them onto the wheel right away. My goodness, are we going overtime today? So it's 3 hours. We're going to keep going for a little while longer. The reason why I'm letting it go so long today, I probably should cut off because my voice has had it, but the weather is so bad that I'm supposed to drive today towards Toronto, and I'm hoping that the visibility is okay. So if the storm has passed, then I can go. So I'm just kind of delaying for that reason. Oh, and then Artful Healing Unit. I'm just going to... let me see. My page wants to freeze on me. I'm just going to knock that message out. So I know there's a lot of talk out there in the different growth streams and stuff about connecting with people and saying, you know, don't connect right away, connect tomorrow and all this stuff. But we don't do that here. So here in Superchat, you're going to notice that every channel I put on the screen is always subscribed. And that's because I follow our procedure to a T all the time, even when I'm out with other channels. So we connect immediately. If I'm out in your live stream and I meet somebody there, if they say, hey, Superchat, go into your house, I go right there within seconds. But you'll see I'm always subscribed. So Superchat loses subscribers just like everybody does, but nobody ever loses Superchat. And that's because I follow the procedure to a T every single time. So here, I just have to keep everything consistent with everybody. So I just took your message out because I don't want anybody to be waiting to connect with each other. So Lele Scratcher Lottery is here and has become a member. So like I said, that means that every time you're here now, I will add your channel to the wheel as soon as I see you in the chat like we do with all the members. 364 subscribers, so I'm hoping we can push them a little bit farther. And I'm still getting to know the content on this particular channel, but we see they're mixing up the shorts along with individual lottery ticket scratching, which is cool. And I'll dig through your channel when I get over there a little bit later. So let's spin the wheel. We'll get another channel up here. Oh, it does something to the stream, you're saying, Mr. Bones. Yeah. Interesting. So we're gonna, am I making a mistake here? We're gonna look at Ruth Ohm's journey. And yeah, see, I'm on a computer 99% of the time. Half of my full-time job is on a computer, so I'm, you know, able to be on it all the time. I'm not on the phone to deal with the frustration that comes in trying to hang out. And it's okay, Artful Healing Unit, yeah, forgive me, it's not so much of a big deal. It's just that I'm sure you can understand. I want to keep our procedure the same way, otherwise it causes confusion. But I know there's a lot of different ways that people connect, and that's fine. Actually, Be Amazing Sylvia, who was here earlier, is a member of the Drop the Link Day crew. They connect in a different way, and that's fine. I wouldn't even want to say that our way is the only way or the right way or anything like that. It's not that. It's just the Superchat's been here so long now. We've been following the same procedure all this time, and I have creators who have reached out to me and said they never experience losses, but when they have done different experiments, they see why those losses happen. So as long as everybody's connecting consistently, everybody will be fine. But you'll see, because Artful Healing Unit, I'm actually going to add you onto our wheel right now. And after I connect with your channel at some point within the next 24 hours, then you'll know like that I'll be connected no matter what, because I will connect within the first 24 hours, right? When you're brand new here in Superchat, the only exception is I don't subscribe while I live stream, like what I'm going to do with Ruth Ohm's journey right here, right now. So what I'm going to do is take their latest video, or this one here, I'm going to add this into my watch later list. What that will allow me to do is after the live stream today, I'll go through my watch later list. I'll watch their video in full. I will leave a meaningful, genuine comment related to the content of that video. I'll give a thumbs up, subscribe, turn the notification bell on, and that will make our connection stick. Hopefully they're subscribed to Superchat as well, and they have our notification bell on so they don't miss our further live streams. We're always here Friday, Saturday, Sunday, and Monday, but the times change so that we can meet different creators from around the world in different time zones. They've got almost 1,900 subscribers. I'm hoping we can push them a little bit farther. Now, I'll be looking forward to getting to know their content and their channel. But you can see, like I said, I've added their video into my watch later list. Same thing I'm going to do for Artful Healing Unit. And that will allow me to, after the stream, connect with that creator. Like I said, if I'm out in somebody else's stream, like if you're somebody who allows people to connect and I'm out there with you and somebody connects to me there, I go right away. Then I only watch a 3-minute video. right? Anything over 3 minutes. Here in Superchat, I tend to take a longer video, but that's just because I know it makes everybody happy. It gives everybody a few more minutes of watch time, and every minute matters. We know that when we have to get 240,000 minutes of watch time. So, that's the reason I do that. So Eggy Taurus is here for what I believe is the second time. And what I'm going to do is take another video from you because I want to get to know your content a little bit better. They're brand new to TuberChat. I'm just adding that into my catch-up list, which is a different thing. It's just a playlist I've made so that I can get caught up with your channel, get to know it a little bit better, and make sure I don't fall behind. And then thank you, Wandering Hippie. Hopefully we'll see you again next weekend. I usually set the live streams a couple of days in advance so that you can plan if you need to. We're always here Friday, Saturday, Sunday, and Monday. Aggie Taurus has 446 subscribers right now. And I'm hoping we can push them towards the 500 they're thinking about. Oh, my pleasure having your channel up, Ruth Orm's Journey. Now, forgive me, we've been on for 3 hours, and I never go this long, and I know our moderators are hanging on as well, and I don't mean to force that on everybody. You certainly don't want your moderators to feel obligated when it comes to you know, helping, because it is a volunteer thing that they do and stuff, and I want our moderators to enjoy the stream and connecting to people as much as everybody else. But we're going way overtime right now, so let's just say all the channels that are on the wheel right now will likely be the last ones we're going to look at. I just put Be Inspired to Teach on there. I'm going to move very fast through channels now, so forgive me. I know it's been a long wait, but when we get to the end of the stream, I really rifle through these things because we got to get going, and I actually have to decide if I'm hitting the road or not. So, 194 subscribers for Higi Homestead. This is another channel that's here with us regularly. Again, forgive me, I have a feeling I keep pronouncing this name incorrectly. So Higi Homestead, if you're here, just please let me know. I like to promote everybody the best way that I can when you're here, but let me know because I have a feeling I get that wrong. I'm going to take this shed video. I'm actually interested to see this. That's interesting. I'm going to add this into my catch-up list and see what you have got going on with that. Make sure I don't fall too far behind with your channel. I'll spin. We'll get another channel up here. LaShara Crochet, good to see you back in the house. Huga Homestead. Okay, forgive me if I don't get this right another time, but I'm going to try to make sure that I get this properly. Huga Homestead. I'm sorry, I know I've been pronouncing it incorrectly all this time. I don't mean to do that. I probably asked you before. You probably told me more than once, but now we've got it. Huga Homestead. And next, we're looking at Be Inspired to Teach. We might have to use our filters here to make sure we're looking at a channel. And there it is right there. And let me just make sure I'm matching the avatar. Yes, this is the right channel. So this is fairly new. And we want to do everything we can to push this creator along. So again, I don't watch videos or subscribe while I live stream, but I'm going to take your latest video here, which luckily is over 3 minutes. If it wasn't, I would just take whatever they have here, or if there's more than one video, then I would take a bunch of them, and that will, it has about the same effect. But I'll take this 3-minute video, I'm going to add this into my watch later list. What that will allow me to do is after the live stream today, I'll go through my watch later list, I'll watch your video in full, leave you a meaningful, genuine comment related to the content of that video. I'll give you a thumbs up, subscribe, turn your notification bell on as I do for all creators. That should make our connection stick, and then hopefully you're subscribed to TuberChat as well, and you have our notification bell on so you don't miss our further live streams. We're always here Friday, Saturday, Sunday, and Monday, but the times change so that we can meet different creators from around the world in different time zones. Princess Beyond Passions is coming up right now, and Huga Homestead says they bought a house in the country, setting up a homestead and remodeling the house. Very cool. Very, very cool. I still have a lot to learn when it comes to that. I am definitely from the concrete jungle. I grew up in Toronto. I absolutely love staring at concrete and glass for some reason. But now that we've got YouTube happening and so many creators in the homesteading community, I find that I'm learning a lot and seeing a lot of different things from, you know, people's properties and their homes, and the different kinds of lifestyles that are out there. So Princess Beyond Passions has 1,740 subscribers right now. This is an incredibly supportive creator. They've been with Tuber Chat just about from the beginning. It's been a very long time. They're fully monetized now with super chats and memberships available on their channel. They're one of the first creators to use our copyright-free music in their videos, for which I was grateful. What I'm going to do is drop the link again right now for our music stream. And everybody can head over there whenever they'd like. So that's a 24-hour stream virtually that runs. It resets twice a day, but it allows you an opportunity to connect whenever you'd like to. People come in and out of there occasionally, so you'll likely meet a lot of the Tuber Chat family in there and a few others. But it runs all the time, and the music is instrumental and mixed the way you would expect from, let's say, a nightclub or a DJ, so it's continuous. You can run that in the background of your videos and live streams, and every individual song is available there as a video with a download link in the bottom of the description, so you can get MP3s if you want to as well. And then, yeah, Pittsburgh Artist Studio, I will be careful. I'm lucky I've got 4x4. I won't hit the road until I know that the visibility is fine, but I'm always safe. I drive incredibly safely. My biggest thing is when I buy a vehicle of any kind. It's been a long time. I've had that truck a while, but when I buy a vehicle, I want to get as much life out of it as possible. So I treat them perfectly. I get every oil change. I drive carefully, at least most of the time, so that I can make them last. That's what I'm really after. Artful Healing Unit is here for the first time. So what I'm going to do, like I said, is I don't watch videos or subscribe while I live stream. Now, all of your videos are very long because they are, oh, I thought they were live streams, but they're not, they're videos. So I'm just going to take your latest one. And again, within the next 24 hours, I will go through my watch later list. I will watch that video, beautiful rainy day. I will give you a meaningful, genuine comment related to the content of that video. I'll give you a thumbs up, subscribe, turn your notification bell on, as I do for all creators. That'll make our connection stick. And then hopefully you're subscribed now to Tuber Chat, and we'll have our notification bell on as well so you don't miss our further live streams. OGO World. Am I pronouncing that right if I say OGO World? Good to see you here. Thank you for coming in. I think you've been here before, and forgive me if I'm mistaken about that, but hopefully you're feeling welcome either way. We're all here to connect, so please don't be shy. Our instructions are in the video description, and you can feel free to connect with anybody that you would like. Cute Goth Girl Gamer is here. She's been an incredibly supportive, generous, loyal, and dedicated supporter and friend for a long time. She does a lot of different things on her channel, even though primarily it's gaming. She streams almost every single day. Sometimes she does StreamYard panels. Some of those go on for hours upon hours upon hours. Sometimes she makes music. She puts those songs up for everybody to enjoy as well. And sometimes she does random live streams either from home and work. But more than anything, we see gameplay videos, and this is an incredibly supportive creator and has been for a long time. She supports on all of my channels, and hopefully everybody will enjoy that kind of support coming back from her when you connect with her. 348 subscribers right now. We'd love to push her a little bit closer to the 400 that she's thinking about. Lori's Tech Time is a member as well. She actually has a membership with another account. But for Lori's Tech Time, we're going to have a look at what she's got going on her channel. She reviews electronic gadgets more than anything else. She's introduced us to the Gadget Discovery Club, which is a subscription box that comes through with electronic devices. Right up my alley. Really something that's cool. I'm happy to have been introduced to that. Georgia Girl, which is GA Girl, I Am Every Woman, The Dream Team, is in the house, another longtime friend. Diamond Deluxe, good to see you here. Thank you for coming in. Hopefully you're feeling welcome. We have a lot of dynamic creators here. Everybody's willing to connect, so please don't be shy. You can reach out to anybody you'd like to in the chat, and if you take your time, meet people one by one and follow the instructions that you'll find in our video description, you'll find yourself with some new friends and family members for your channel in no time, if that's what you would like. Lori's Tech Time now has 442 subscribers. I'm hoping we can push her towards the 500 that she's thinking about. We want to see the community tab show up for her. Charlie Grace, I'm not sure if we actually looked at your channel earlier, but I've got you on the wheel. I think Charlie Grace was here in the beginning of the stream and then came back, or I could be mistaken about that. Lashera Crochet is on the wheel. Let's spin. Forgive me, I'm racing through channels now because, like I said, it's been well over 3 hours. This is almost a record stream, but I do have to go. So Simply Quana is coming up. I'll drop a link again a couple of times. I've already pinned it for the music stream. Everybody can head over there and continue connecting. And we do have link drops over there that you can simply enter a command. Your link will be dropped. It makes it faster to connect with everybody if you'd like, and that runs virtually 24 hours. Simply Quana has 373 subscribers. I'm hoping we can push this channel a little bit farther towards the 400 that they're thinking about. I'm still getting to know this channel, but I just want to have a look at this particular video here. I'm going to add this into my catch-up list so that I can get to know your content a little bit better. And Simply Quana's been here, I think, every day for the last couple of days since finding us, which is cool. Oh goodness. I'm doing two things at once here and it's not working out. Mr. Bones is coming up right now. We'll see what they've got going on their channel. I'll get the link for us again for that music stream. And Mr. Bones is coming up. Let me see what I could do with our filters to grab this channel. Oh, Mr. Bones, I should know. There's no space. So you got to make sure when you're looking for some of these channels that you're spelling properly. Now, I made a mistake there and I put the space in again. But if you don't put the space, you catch Mr. Bones with no problem. This is another creator who's out supporting each other every single day. They seem to be everywhere all the time. I run into them regularly when bouncing in between premieres and live streams. So hopefully everybody will connect with them. You'll find a lot of support coming back from this creator. Now, I'm still getting to know their content as well. They've hopped in on the midnight hour here. They are constantly supporting a handful of different friends that we see here in Superchat regularly. Maybe I'll take this video because it's like a 15-minute one. And I'll add this into my catch-up list as well so I can see what you've got going on here. 424 subscribers. We'd love to push Mr. Bones a little bit farther so that they can get through the road to 500 and get that community tab popping up as well. They're supportive of so many creators. We'd love to see them get that community tab. Lashera Crochet is coming up right now. We'll see what they've got going on their channel. 304 subscribers. I'm hoping we can push them a little bit farther on the road to the 400 that we know that they're thinking about. Lashera Crochet has been a friend of Superchat for quite some time. I'm hoping we can push them, like I said, a little bit farther. You'll find a loyal and dedicated supporter here. I'm going to take their latest video, this beautiful yarn haul, and I'm going to add this into my catch-up list so that I can get caught up with your channel. Make sure I don't fall too far behind. And we've just got a few names on the wheel. If anybody hasn't already been on the wheel or the screen and you're still listening or watching, please just say anything at all in the chat. We'll make sure that we get you onto our wheel and eventually our screen. And then for anybody that's willing to swap playlists, please just reach out in the chat by saying, I am willing to swap playlists. Other creators should reach out to you. And if you see somebody say that, reach out to them. Everybody's free to make those arrangements independently and individually, of course. OGO World is on the wheel. And GA Girl, I Am Every Woman, the Dream Team. This is Georgia Girl, and I've been lucky enough to catch her a few times on live streams, actually. She does a mix of videos as well, and it's pure variety over here. I'm hoping everybody will connect with Georgia Girl if you haven't already. 544 subscribers. We'd love to push her a little bit farther towards the 600 that she'll be thinking about now. She's an incredibly generous, loyal, and dedicated supporter and has been for a long time. So I hope you'll enjoy that kind of support coming back to you after you connect with her. I'm really racing through channels now. We're down to our last few. And then Diamond Deluxe. Yeah, usually it takes a long time to get onto the wheel or the screen, but I am going to put you on here right now because I'm just trying to make sure we get through everybody today before we go. We're not able to get to every channel every single day anymore because it's just been too busy, but I'm happy to do that for today. OGO World has over 1,000 subscribers with about 1,040 right now. I'm hoping we can push them a little bit farther towards the 1,100 that they're thinking about. They're fully monetized, so there's lots of ways to support them when we get there, including super chats and memberships. They are they've been to Tuber Chat many times before, but I'm still getting to know the content on this channel. I'm just going to take your latest video, add it into my catch-up list. That will let me get caught up with your channel, make sure I don't fall too far behind after the stream today. Within the next couple of days, I'll go through that catch-up list. And Charlie, yes, Charlie Grace is coming up. I think we're looking at this channel for the first time today. And I think, if I'm right, they were here at the beginning of the stream and then may have left and come back. But I'm going to use my channel filters to make sure I get to this creator. So when we find a channel with a popular name like this, we're really doing a great service by searching, finding, and clicking on them. It's one of the reasons why I don't do a lot of link drops here in Tuber Chat. But Charlie Grace is easy to find. They come up pretty quick for me with 85 subscribers. I'm hoping we can push them a little bit farther towards the first 100. I'm glad to see you're doing so much work on your thumbnails here. Those are bright and colorful, which I really enjoy. And I'm looking forward to getting to know this channel. So I'm just going to look through your videos and see what you've got here. Because these videos are all short, what I'm going to do is add this video to my watch later list and take your others and add them into my catch-up list. And what that will allow me to do is after the live stream, I'll go through my watch later list first, connect with that video. I'll leave you a meaningful, genuine comment related to the content of this video. I'll give you a thumbs up, subscribe, turn your notification bell on. I'm going to take this extra video here, your trailer also, if the things are going to come up for me, and I'll add that into my catch-up list as well. And what I'll do is after I'll leave a comment for you, I'll give you a thumbs up, subscribe, turn the notification bell on, of course, but I will also right after that run my catch-up list. Your videos will be at the first. I always run them in the order from shortest to longest. It's a ridiculous way to spend time, but I organize my playlist in that way so I can rifle through videos as fast as I can. And that way will give an extra boost to the content that I've seen. So let me spin the wheel. Is there anybody left that I haven't put on the wheel or the screen that I've missed in the chat? I certainly don't mean to. Michelle VB, I think we looked at your channel, didn't we? Caden Plays It was a channel I was supposed to put up earlier. This is the second channel from Makeup Mom and Son. It's actually meant for Makeup Mom and Son's son. And it's more to be a gaming channel than anything else, but we want to push this young creator along and encourage them to continue producing content, get their channel moving. It's been a little while. We'd love to see some more videos from them. 25 subscribers. We'd love to push them a little bit farther towards the 30 that they'll be thinking about now, get them rolling on the road to the first 100. Like I said, this is from Makeup Mom and Son. She is a dear friend and a very much loved and well-respected creator, unbelievably supportive to others, so I hope everybody will support her in both of these. B9 Nizzle, good to see you back in the house. Thank you for coming in. You caught us right at the end, as a matter of fact. No, Diamond Deluxe, you're up right now. I just got to make sure I match the avatar and get the right channel. Diamond Deluxe is another popular name, so we want to make sure we search, find, and click on them. B9 Nizzle will come up next, and hopefully I haven't missed anybody. I certainly don't mean to. And I'll drop our link one more time for the channel we're going to go and look at. Everybody can continue connecting over there because the live chat is already running. It's a virtual 24-hour live stream with copyright-free music. So Diamond Deluxe is here for the first time. Hopefully everybody will give them a warm welcome, and we'll push them up over the 31 subscribers they have now, maybe towards 40. I'm going to take your 18-minute Lego video here. I'm going to add this into my watch later list. What that will allow me to do is, after the live stream today, I'll go through my watch later list and watch that video in full. I'll leave you a meaningful, genuine comment related to the content of that video. I'll give you a thumbs up, subscribe, turn the notification bell on, as I do for all creators. That should make our connection stick, and then hopefully you're subscribed to Superchat as well, and you have our notification bell on, so you don't miss our further live streams. We're always here Friday, Saturday, Sunday, and Monday, but the times change so that we can meet different creators from around the world in different time zones. I have to be honest with you, B9 Nizzle, when I first connect with creators, I tend to rifle through videos as quickly as I can. I run a lot more videos than I actually sit and watch. So I did connect with your channel. I'm looking forward to getting to know your content, because I'm very much invested in stocks, crypto, and things like that. So I'm looking forward to your content, but I'm going to have to go through another couple of videos to see what else you've got on your channel before I'm going to be able to give you any kind of a valuable opinion. But I am excited to know that you're getting into all of this stuff. And you're going to help everybody with that kind of information. So I'm just going to look at Michelle VB just to make sure that I didn't miss that channel. I can't remember for the life of me whether we looked at it or not. Maybe we didn't, so forgive me. I thought I put you on the wheel earlier, and I did not. So thank goodness. Okay, we're looking at this channel. This is going to be the last one that we're looking at for today. Forgive me if I've missed anybody in the chat. I certainly didn't mean to. We try to get through as many channels as we can. We'll be back next Friday, Saturday, Sunday, and Monday. I will post the live streams a couple of days in advance. Just dropping the link in the chat again. And what we have, actually, I'll show you this next. Michelle VB, I'm just going to take one of your videos here, your latest video, add this into my catch-up list so I can get to know your content better, make sure I don't fall behind. I'm just going to show you the music channel. This is where we're going to go right now. I'm dropping the link right now for everybody to go over to. Oh, goodness. If I don't make mistakes. The stream's already running. There's already a couple of people over there. You'll be able to continue connecting the same way that we do here in Superchat. And there are link drops over there. So you'll be able to put a quick command into the chat and your link will pop up. Makes it fast for everybody to connect with. So here's the music channel right here. I see that Love and Live Show has come in. I'm just going to put their channel on the screen while we finish. So thank you everybody for the time that you've spent. I really do appreciate every moment that everybody can spend here, and hopefully everybody's 2022 is off to a good start. Actually, we got one more channel we're going to look at. Emotion has just come in. They are a moderator and a member here with an official music channel. Love and Live Show is here with 600 subscribers. I'm hoping we can push them a little bit farther towards the 700 they'll be thinking about. We're always here Friday, Saturday, Sunday, and Monday. The times change so that we can meet different creators from around the world in different time zones. And like I said, hopefully everybody will join us right now. You can click that link that I just dropped. I've pinned it as well so we can get over there. The 24-hour live stream is back up and running. Everybody can go over there and connect whenever you would like to. There's always people popping in and out of there, and I'll appreciate that, of course. So Love and Live Show, thank you for coming in. Forgive me for rifling through these channels, but we just got to the end of the live stream. Emotion New Soul is going to be the last channel that we look at because I really do have to go. But Emotion is a dear friend. They're an official music channel because they're a talented singer and songwriter, and they have got music videos on their channel, as well as compilations, both in the forms of premieres and live streams. They also do some reaction videos, and their channel's experiencing some rapid growth, one of the fastest we've seen in the Superchat family. Hopefully everybody will enjoy connecting with them. This is an artist, when you hear them for the first time, you feel like you've heard them 100 times before, and I'm sure that that comes from their experience and talent. So they're fully monetized, lots of ways to support them when we get there, including Super Chats and memberships. When we get to their second channel, we see a few reaction videos, but more than anything else, they're giving us a behind-the-scenes look at the writing process that they use in the creation of their original works. This is Writing with Emotion New Soul. I'm hoping we can push them towards the 500 subscribers they'll soon be thinking about. So again, thank you everybody for the time that you spent. Forgive my quick exit, but please hit that link, come over to the music stream, and everybody can continue connecting over there. Thanks everyone. Bye-bye.